Hi. Had to turn the mic on there. Hi, everybody. I do have, yes.
I'm the king of multimedia.
I have Texas, New Mexico, I think one of the Washingtons, and maybe Oregon. That's all I got. I got nothing else. Hey, everybody. Hi. It's spooky season, and I got some scary news for ya. I was reading a little article this afternoon, I should say. And yeah, chat's already mentioning it. Here's the article. Guess what, folks? I've officially had 199% of the daily lead I should drink when I had the Jocko fuel. This is the first time something I've had on stream has been in the news. So yeah. I got a little lead poisoned there. No worries, it happens. Just sometimes good old Jocko is like, you got to get some delicious. Yeah, someone said it was like, in my reply, said it was, I think it was Lynx Winters, saying it was Jocko personally crushing up bullets and putting them in each shake. And I think that's what happened, yeah. I should get an endorsement from lead. I am also not shocked that literally when I saw the article, I knew that when I opened it up, they would mention Jocko. I knew Jocko would have lead in it. I was like, there's no way Jocko doesn't contain lead. Jocko, absolutely. Hi, folks. So it's Halloween, spooky season. So I am no longer drinking unleaded fuel. I'm drinking leaded gasoline, baby. So today's drink, huh? Today's drink. It's a little bleak, but it's something that I've had before, but a different kind. It's prickly, baby. Last time I had their prickly pear, and I was like, okay, this is just prickly pear. But now it's time for their wild strawberry. Ooh, I'm having another variety because it was on sale this week. I don't think it contains lead. It says it is plant-based with real prickly pears. It's somehow water conserving and kid-friendly. It's also free of gluten, caffeine, and carbonation. Very few ingredients. It's got hibiscus. It's got no strawberry in it, but it's wild strawberry flavored. Got a lot of vitamin C. That's nice, I guess. It's antioxidant hydration. It's wild strawberry plus hibiscus. I've read enough of this. Yeah, no caffeine, no carbonation. I do like hibiscus too, which is why I was like, yeah. All right, let's open this bad boy up. I really do like hibiscus, which is why I was like, this looks like it's going to taste good. I think after drinking lead, I deserve to drink something that tastes good. So here we go. Oh, that's nice. Socrates drank hibiscus to off himself. Cool. It's hemlock. Okay. This is actually pretty fucking good. What the fuck? What's it got sweetening it? It's sweet. Oh, agave, that's why. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I do have New Mexico. Yeah. This was good. This was for 40 calories. This is really good. If you like prickly pear and strawberry, I actually recommend. This is so weird. This is better than the other one I had. What the fuck? Today's drink, no lead, pretty tasty. Wow, I'm sorry. It actually tastes like a nice strawberry soda. Yeah, hibiscus iced tea is really common in like hibiscus, like agua frescas and stuff like that. It's very popular in Mexican cuisine, which is great because I love hibiscus. Well, today's drink was good, but I don't know about today's cassettes. The first thing we're going to listen to is a taped Aircheck. If y'all don't know what Airchecks are, that's just an audio recording of a radio station. An offline recording of a radio station, I should say, or however they say it. And today's is first Aircheck is a Halloween one. It's an avant-garde one. If you like if you liked all the weird noise stuff that I had a few weeks ago, Not a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I should say. Then you'll probably like this. This is some really unusual. It sounds like college radio station. It's very strange. It's 50 minutes long. So yeah, I've got 2 Airchecks and a 2XL tape for today. So this ought to be interesting. All right, all you freaks who like freak stuff, let's go here. I have not heard of Wally's. That sounds amazing. I wish it was Dracula's Guide to Home Taping. This isn't the home taping, guys, but it's also avant-garde noise. So yeah, enjoy. Let's go.
And you might get kind of rusty. Just get your record out again and follow the instructions.
It's normal stuff. Don't worry about it, chat. All right, let's drive.
The conquest of death is the ultimate fulfillment.
Can't talk and scared to death of whoever's making that noise.
They keep looking back over their shoulder, their eyes bulging with fear.
Okay, chat, let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. Because audio mixing is going to be a little bit different. We got nothing but normal music this time, friends. All right, let's go to jobs. Let's go to the market. What's available in Austin? Because that's where I am right now. Oh, I am not driving to LA. It's fine, kids. Yeah, you're all, again, just like last time. You're all my kids. You're in the back of my freaking
used routinely.
Car.
Not only is there a marked seizure diathesis in these people, but the use of
Let's go to Dallas. What's this? Used packaging.
Saw him earlier.
All right, we are taking trash.
Over your garbage, madam.
Chat, this tape rocks already. We're only a few minutes in and I'm already in love. So we're having a spooky good time in Austin. Gonna be driving to Dallas. Do I need to upgrade, paint, or repair my truck? Let's see if I need service. Ooh, this probably. Repair all. Oh, I got a gift. I think those are my, hold on. Yeah, let's do this. Can I replace the wheel? Why is there a crying baby? Yeah, crying baby is scary. I don't like it. 4,000 to replace my tires. Oh, yeah. This is just what the radio sounded like in 1984. I don't know what chat's all weird about. 1984 is just what it sounded like when you turn on the radio. Chat, do you know how happy I am that I finally have a Aircheck I can actually play because it's so weird that it's not gonna get popped by copyright claims? Unless it's like that one time when there was copyright claims over the Halloween sounds I was playing, which was cool. All right, let's go. Do you like my pumpkins? I like my pumpkins. Oh, it's how do I drive again? It's fine, I know how to drive. Yeah, getting popped for the spooky noises was funny as hell. I need to, oh God! Why did I do that? I thought that was an exit. It's fine, I'm normal. I'm glad you like the pumpkins. I'm fine. The hell am I supposed to get out of here? They like trapped me. I've been betrapped. Okay, here we go. Yeah, less than 1 minute and I've been... You might say this game is driving me up the wall. Sorry. Hold on. We're turning very slowly. There we go. Let's, it's fine. Do I have my lights on? There we go. I just love that I love college radio. They just play whatever the fuck they want, and it doesn't matter. I'm using a keyboard and a trackball to drive, actually. I actually really prefer trackballs to mice. I don't know why, I just do. So, we got cat noises. Got some witches. So this is essentially just Halloween Sounds cassette, I guess. Tess woke up and left the room. Sorry, Tess. I'm sorry. It's okay, Tess. It's fine. Yeah, no. You're absolutely right, Vinny. Every college radio host sounds like they've never used a mic before, which is someone who also sounds bad on mic. I'm like, oh my God, we are kin.
This is KZSC in Santa Cruz. As soon as Bobby gets off the phone with a good friend.
Hey, Scarlet Swordfish. We're listening to weird radio Airchecks.
Andrea on the phone? She at work right now.
Where did this guy get all these cat noises? You had to bring in your own microphone when you did college radio? That's beautiful.
Over the phone. Over the air. Okay.
There's Austin, beautiful Austin. I love Austin.
So what's it cost?
Yeah, it was a studio just full of cats. Don't worry about it.
I could hear Michael raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, it's like that Strong Bad. I think a lot about that Strong Bad parody of college radio a lot.
We have available for our sub drive, which will be going through Sunday. $25 is the basic rate. That's the one everybody pretty much is coming in on. That's for all those single people out there, or for couples, I'm sure it can be included on a single rate. The group business rate.
I love college radio, but every college radio host sounds like this guy.
At work and that sort of thing.
Gal.
That's $50.
Okay, listen, gal. Would you turn me down? Would you please? This is a private telephone conversation.
The sustainer rate is $100, and that's a huge help to KZSC. $100 here really goes a long way.
Okay. Yeah, I think $100 would pay for probably all the songs that they ever need licensed.
Fixed rate for seniors and students and people on unemployment that are really scratching, but know that they too have to help support that community radio that they are listening to right now.
Okay.
Those phone numbers are 429-4111, 429-4112, and 429-4113 to help us continue bringing KZSC.
I didn't know it was Pledge Week when I flipped through this. I skimmed through it to hear it just to make sure it wouldn't get me copyright dinged. I don't think it will, but I didn't know it was a pledge drive. That's even better.
Several KZSC
just drifting between lanes, going at 42 miles an hour.
Pledge minimum. You still as well get to write that $35 off your taxes. Do you have a KZSC t-shirt?
Is that
Bobby?
a Waymo? I'm going to kick its ass.
You aren't wearing it, but I guess that would.
No.
I
am wearing it. It's inside out.
Oops, I accidentally engaged the parking brake.
See?
Sorry.
No, don't even.
Can't believe that. Get out of here, Waymo. We don't need you.
We have 2 of our lines filled. There's 1 more open.
Sorry,
Those numbers are 429.
The Waymos are all over Austin, and
but I believe 4111 and 4112.
I prefer them.
Right
So
now.
are the
Surprise
robotaxis. I
4113.
haven't seen the Elon's robotaxis, thank God, but I have seen tons of Waymos. Waymos apparently drive better than the other ones. I did see a Waymo pull out in the middle of an intersection, stop for 10 seconds, and then make a turn. Like by the middle of the intersection, I don't mean like the crosswalk. I mean literally right smack dab in the middle when other cars were trying to
Even
turn.
a record player just no, that was a little
Yeah,
boy
it did
device
seem
in
more
the
like a Google
background.
Cam than a Waymo. Waymos have a smaller thing on top of them. Oh, I'm going 25 miles an hour in a parking lot. That's not good.
Imported records.
Imported records.
This is a serious topic.
All those small labels. Yeah, whether you're listening to Ubish type material, or if you're talking about small labels of reggae music, there's lots of small labels out there that seriously cannot afford to send us free records, which means that we need money to pay for them. Peter just brought in a
Tyler.
from his
I've been to
home
Tyler.
to put up here, so we will know in the air studio here what time it is. Everybody who works here is a volunteer, basically.
Oh, that's a
And we
trip.
all-
I've never been that way. Let's take this job.
Yes, he sure did.
And would you like us to offer that as a premium if you call on line 429-4113?
Okay,
But,
let's go to my trailer.
Everybody who works here really does put a lot of effort into their individual shows. There's been
If I have
any
any influence
into the sub drive,
in this world of ours,
and
I hope
like we
that
were
I can
saying earlier,
influence everybody
we
to listen to
generally
old
bring up,
Airchecks. They are my favorite
at
things
least
on
some
earth,
of
and I
these
love old
more
radio.
eclectic shows. All
I
of our
love old
records, because
radio,
all we can
and I
afford
would
to
love if
bring
more
up-
people loved old
Okay,
radio.
esoteric, because we do get all the freebies from the major companies, and we are very grateful for that, of course, because many of your requests are for those songs. But for those new up-and-coming people,
No. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
that are
We're
on the
fine. We're
smaller
fine. We're
labels,
fine.
it is
We're fine, we're
important
fine,
that
we're
they
fine.
get airplay too.
We're,
And that-
we're talking about seriously alternative music.
I would
the fact that
love
we're
to
not
influence
commercial
truckers to
alternative
drive
enough.
Waymos off the road, but
that we get a lot of
unfortunately,
musics that do make it to commercial stations, and then you could say there's a genre of music that won't quite make it because it's not heavily marketable or viable and comes to our station anyway. And then we have things that you don't even see. You have to go research themselves. You have to go through music magazines. You have to write. A lot of it's word of mouth. DOS being a personal clearinghouse for independent music around the country, and a source.
Old-time radio shows are good too.
This area of Northern California.
Let's go up.
Except if you go to San Francisco, maybe Monterey, but then again,
No,
I doubt it.
No.
Okay, we're good.
We're
We're driving.
Yes,
indeed.
But anyway, I'm going to rationalize my point here so we can get funds out of this. The fact is that there's a lot of work done to research and get independent musics.
I really like listening to old Mercury Theater. Maybe one day we'll get to listen to some Mercury Theater on the stream. Who knows?
Is that we do need funds, and these records are even more costly because they are.
The other nice thing is if you're an Orson Welles fan, holy shit, are you super served by the world of old radio shows? Because Orson Welles had his fingers in the pie of so much old radio. It's great.
Click of the tapes in the background.
It will also help us get other equipment because DOS, being the master of OOB, is also a master of technology, using a large number of his own
RKO Radio Pictures. Hey, Dr. Mustache, thanks for the follow.
mixing boxes, equalizers,
I'm fine.
emulators.
Just run the red light, as you do.
Did I leave anything out? Automobile engines, spare parts, television set, and organically grown oranges.
Yes, and one other premium we have for tonight is Bobby does have about half of his birthday cake left over from last week when he turned 30 years old.
We got birthday cake, chat!
If you become a subscriber and get a other premium, we'll tack this on top of it.
Will you give me a slice of cake?
And let the people on the phone know. One other thing about the independence that we do here at KZSC is every Thursday night.
Yeah, the Mercury
we do
Theater stuff
play
is in the
tapes
public
that are
domain.
sent
I
in.
want to say
During the
most
last
old
year,
radio's in
we
the
played
public
at
domain
least
because
30 tapes
they
that were
didn't
sent in from bands
renew
just
it,
in the
but
Santa
I
Cruz
could,
County
don't
area.
quote me on that.
A lot of these bands are playing
My favorite
shows around,
radio
but a
play
lot
is
of
in
these
the public
bands do not
domain,
do
so-
live performances, and they only do studio work, which means that this is the only outlet for them to be heard.
It's fine. I know what I'm doing.
Those phone
driving
numbers
like
are
a normal guy.
429-4111, 4112,
4113.
and
Am I going
I think
the-
the
no,
4111 number is open right now, if you would like to fill it.
We drive
We
in
would like
normal,
to
chat.
use
It's fine.
Today's goal, and we're only a couple $100 off. So help us fill that goal.
Would you like to give those numbers in Spanish, Stas? You don't speak Spanish, Stas.
No, that would be Chinese.
429-411-429-412, 429-413. Pretty good, huh?
Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
okay.
Yes, Eric is the master of
Linguistics.
foreign language and
Ooh,
linguistics.
got us a phone call. Look at that little red.
Yeah, we have another phone call just came in. We want to thank that person. We also want to thank Danny, and Brian.
Debbie. Oh, I forgot that record. We could have played
My car, I
Debbie.
swear, it's driving
Debbie
different
would
than it
call
used
up.
to. They
Yeah,
just
if she
updated
would
the
call up
game,
and pledge.
and I swear my car is
We'll let her
my
win
truck
her
is
record.
floatier than it used to be.
What a great compliment.
Those rates
It's
are
driving really
$25 for the
floaty. I don't know if I
basic
need to
rate,
adjust
$50
anything.
For the group business rate, $100 for the sustainer business rate, and $15
I just
for the
crashed
low
into
fixed
someone.
income
That's
business
cool.
Rate.
I'm out there on the phones. My name's Ariane, and I just haven't heard any phone calls yet. So
Well,
we
the
wanna
phone's
get
been
some-
ringing off the hook. Are you kidding?
We just got
The
a
light's been
some
lighting up.
request line, and we just wanted to get.
I
some more
upgraded
phone
my
calls out
computer,
there. So
or
why don't
my
you
computer
call
got
us,
upgraded, I should say. I wish I did not do the upgrade. That was our roommate.
4112,
And
4113.
oh my god, why am I driving
I'm
so
gonna
bad?
lock that girl out.
Anyways, so now my PC runs fast. My
Yeah, we
PC
have
can
three
do
phone rooms here.
PCEM
We've got
now,
the live
finally.
room
Can do
here
it
in the
without
room
all
with
the
us, and one in
stuttering.
the
So
production room, which I can see, and that's the one that I guess is hopping.
I think because
Why
I
don't
ran
you
into
get
the wall
Ari
first
hopping?
thing,
She's out there
like
with
I've got
the
bad
food.
luck this time.
And yes, we do have lots of premiums. You can ask the people on the phone. No, I didn't mean you're eating the food. You're just out there with the food.
I know that.
You can ask those people on the phones what kind of premiums we have.
Ooh,
available
Waco
for
Stadium. Let's
the
go
amount
to
of money
a
that
game.
You can afford to help us.
They got baseball
with.
in Waco?
If anyone's interested in creative economic manipulations and would like
Yeah,
to
I
donate
got
to
a
KZSC, if
CPU
you
upgrade,
write a check today,
and
it
it's
probably
so
won't get in
amazing.
here
I
till
was
Saturday,
able.
therefore we
There's this
can't
one
cash it on
disc that I've
Monday,
been
and that's
trying to
one of the
get
things
work
we've
for
been
2 years, and I
hesitating
finally
about
got it
because
to
I
work
know
on
payday's
PCM.
coming up tomorrow.
Now, again, big shout out to
many people.
Bobinator for
many
giving me
people,
the
not me.
PCM
Not you. For
How
me,
about
it's
you?
coming up tomorrow, yeah.
stuff because it works like a
But,
charm.
and if you're debating that, she's saying, well, I don't quite have the money, well, send us a check. And you can send it to KZSC, care of University of California at Santa Cruz.
So Santa Cruz
95064.
It'll get to us.
University
That
is
check
what
will
this
probably
is.
won't even
What
get to
this
the
is.
bank till
Okay.
Monday if you send it tonight. How was
My
that for
favorite
creative
in,
economic manipulations?
In California, my
Almost
favorite
as good
college
as
radio
the,
station was the Claremont
Christmas
College's
CEM,
radio
I like
station.
that.
They would
Christmas
play
lights.
like
The
anime
Christmas,
music and video
subscription.
game music
Okay, Doss has
at
got
like
Doss
midnight
offers 15 tapes of
on
Ampex
Saturdays
Altadena
or
Natural
Sundays.
Honey
I
Sweetened
forget.
Eggnog.
Maybe Fridays.
Altadena, excuse me, but I shouldn't mention brand names over the air.
Well,
we're
actually,
gonna
would
get some
like
other
to thank
music.
them for donating. We'd like to thank everybody for all this
For the wonderful food, right?
And we still have several T-shirts, Mother Jones subscriptions, in these times newspaper subscriptions.
Mother
and
Jones
nobody yet has
subscriptions.
picked up the
Holy
last
moly,
two
this is
T-shirts
college
that
radio.
We have scheduled for this
1984
time slot. There'll be some more
too.
available during the week, but this is the last one we have available now.
It's so funny that
And
college
that's for a
radio has always
$24
sounded like this.
pledge. And just very shortly, we're going to get back into some more plane crashes and walking sounds, and maybe even some more babies crying.
Yo, baby's crying.
There's some
Yo.
new listeners out there who don't quite understand the
I'm pulling
the
off
music
to get
that's
some
being played or
gas.
the
We're
noise
pretty
being
low.
played. Just appreciate the fact that you don't hear it in too many places, and it's being supported by. Quit scratching your beard. We're having serious conversation. It's being supported by tax-deductible contributions, those of which we're trying to procure from you right now, because the money does go a long way. Q.
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 Chat, don't panic. We've got Dream Burger and Asian fast food. Have to drive over a curb. It's fine. Chad, are you panicking? They're clearly telling you not to.
Hi, this is Norm Crosby with a message for all you trick-or-treaters out there. Halloween is a time for fun and frolic, not tooth decay. And if all you goblins are gobbling up candy all night, it means a long-lasting attack on your teeth. And who ever heard of a werewolf or vampire with cavities? So go for apples. Go for nuts. Go for nuts. That's what you give a gopher on Halloween. But don't go wild over candy. And be sure to brush and floss your teeth. This message is from the American Dental Association, Chicago 60611.
All right. So don't eat a bunch of candy and do not panic. Listen, this is just what radio sounds like. This is just independent radio.
What's out there, Mark? What's happening? That's what we have to find out before they kill us all. Something not quite identifiable out of the corner of the eye.
Yes, as if it were composed of little globes of light, something fleeting, nothing definite. And the minute I looked at the things directly, they were gone. What do you mean by that? Well, you say.
It's fine. I didn't need that yield sign anyway.
Oh, no. It's possible they're an alien form of life.
Here could be based on a different plane of vibration. Flesh and blood men.
Okay, Chad. While the ghosts of the goblins howl, can I tell you about something stupid I saw on YouTube? I know it's kind of going into stereotypical streamer mode here, but I saw reactions to the video, but I saw a little bit of the video itself, and Chat, I don't know how to put this, but there is a YouTuber out there with 100K views on his video or whatever, who said that most people don't know that Godzilla is from Japan.
I hope Father gets his work done quickly.
I'm not kidding. The whole thing was that Americans don't even know that Godzilla is from Japan.
Surprise, Savannah.
I can't stop thinking about this.
News just travels.
Chat, everyone knows Godzilla's from Japan. That's like... I'm sorry, I didn't grow up in the 90s and have to deal with 1,000 million racist jokes about Godzilla for some namby-pamby YouTuber to tell me that no one knows that Godzilla's from Japan. The one thing that America definitely knows, because I heard 1,000 different racist Godzilla jokes. I don't know what this guy's deal was. I really don't, because they said a bunch of other stuff that was really, really inaccurate, but just factually incorrect. But I'm still going off on,
Citizens of the planet Earth, we bring you greetings, and we come in peace. The world that's spellbound in anticipation.
That's the thing,
We wondered what beings from another world would look like. The moment meeting.
The other night they said that the first Godzilla movie made in America was from 2014, and that before then there was no American-made Godzilla media, which is There was the Matthew Broderick film and like a bunch of other stuff. But what do I know? I'm not getting 100K views per video. I'm just some dumbass streamer making people listen to howling and babies crying. So I don't know anything.
Welcomed into every facet of our culture. It became a kid's dream to sign up with a visitor youth group. They earned our friendship, and sometimes even more.
Okay.
The visitors became a welcome addition to our lives. They were here to stay.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I think this guy is just... Oh yeah, the other thing he said was that Godzilla was in the public domain in America, which is... Chat, that's not true.
The visitors were lying.
I have seen a little Mr. Beast. He exists. Godzilla being in the public domain in America is so funny. It's, yeah, dude, that's exactly what happened. I honestly thought some people suspect that it was a script that was made in AI, which is why it's so... Is this where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, okay. Sorry, this is a little hard to read here. Okay. Ooh, super juice. What do you think's in that? Probably lead. Yeah, I think it was an AI script because it said a lot of really inaccurate things about Godzilla that were like very easily fact-checkable. Mostly it's funny because I knew this guy not from his YouTube, but from saying stupid shit on Twitter. So I was like, oh, when I saw this YouTuber's like icon, I was like, oh, it's the guy who says stuff on Twitter that makes me go shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyways, thank you for listening to me beef about bad Godzilla takes. I've been watching a lot of Godzilla lately. Did you know Godzilla's good? Godzilla's really good. I saw Shin Godzilla, which probably one of my favorite monster movies, if not my top 5 of monster movies. I put it up there with Nope, for monster movies that like are really intelligent. Shin Godzilla was great. Shin Godzilla was so good. I say as howls fill the background, this is one of the most anxiety-inducing Airchecks I've ever listened to. I kind of respect it. I did see -1, yeah. I've seen the original Godzilla, I've seen -1, and I've seen Shin, and I have seen Godzilla vs. Hedorah a long time ago, but I need to see it again. The original Godzilla looks amazing, by the way. The starkness of the shadows and everything in the original Godzilla looks so fucking good. That movie holds up like nothing else, man. Oh, man. Not the American one with Raymond Burr. I mean, it's fine, but Gojira, the original one, is excellent. Can we veto a tape? Listen, let me pull over and see how much further we've gotten this tape here. Because I do have other tapes to play. We can always skip forward past the screaming part here. Hold on. Let's pull over. Oh yeah, this is just a lot of yelling.
Card, a membership card to KZSC
there we go.
For all kinds of KZSC sponsored events, which there are lots. You'll get
thank you for the gigafied emote
tickets that we give away to OT, Cha-Chas, Club Culture, you name it. We give it away. Catalyst, all kinds of tickets, civic shows. We give away albums. We give away all kinds of things. So you can be a subscriber. Be one of the few. I believe there's 90% of you out there listening are not members, so why don't you join that 10% and make it grow? And call us at 429-4111.
Yeah, we got a fucking detour.
And 429-4113.
I'm pissed.
I know Doth would sure appreciate it, and let him know that you like what you're hearing on this station, and give us some support. Call us, subscribe. I just think it's so cool that at one point in life you could tune into the radio and just hear screaming upon screaming. You like all our wonderful public affairs. independent programming, new wave, new music, all kinds, ethnic affairs. Let's see, I hear a phone ringing and Peter's going to get it. That's great. We want to hear more phones ringing. 429-4111, 429-4112, and 429-4113. Subscribe to us and let us know you're out there and you support us. For a basic $25 rate, it's only 7 cents a day, and that gets you 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that
days a week,
Hazinjin, that's definitely a
365 days a year.
1984
You get
term.
an extra day on
You would
leave
not
here.
call them ethnic affairs now.
Full-time KZSC programming.
Good Lord, where am I
We
going?
play all kinds of things, and I know lots of you out there listen to quite a bit of our. We have very varied programming. We're not just a top 40 station, and we're not just a classical station. We play all kinds of things. We have from classical music to ethnic affairs.
So in Austin, our college radio station is split into 3. There's a classical station, an NPR station, and a music station. The music station is so good that they recently did a documentary about it that I've been meaning to see about KUTX.
To kind of glide that out because we've had a lack of volunteers. And one of our
the
goals
whispering's
here
from the
by
tape.
Cassette Drive, raising money so that we can hire. I think we have 3 paid staff members, and there's over 75 of us volunteers to keep the station running.
That's including the engineers, and the office staff is only 3 people.
That are paid, and we'd like to. One of our goals for the subscription drive is to get a full-time news person so we can get back a daily newscast of local news right after the KPFA news, the KZSC news. We're down to, we don't even have enough people. We're down to our weekly news magazine on Thursdays, if you've listened to that.
Yeah, Austin has a few really. Austin's radio scene is legit really good. Oh, speaking of Austin's scene, there's also a new documentary out about Austin's public access culture, and I really want to see that. Yes, Smebble, I'm talking about that.
My show.
It talks about raw time and other things.
On Fridays.
I don't think it talks about Old Biddy, which was the show I was obsessed with, but yeah.
Do we have?
No, Austin has a few good radio stations. We've got KAZI, which is an indie station.
So
they have a really good jazz show every Sunday, 3 to 9 that I
news
listen
and
to.
that, we will be having coverage of.
There's also Sun Radio, which is a solar-powered radio station. That one's pretty good too.
And I know we'll be having a lot of it coming up.
I want to say there was. I think it finally closed, but there was an ACL radio station that would just play music all the time.
Valley became a new member at the basic
Filth
rate,
Art. I'll have to
Gary
look that
Johnson
up.
of Scotts Valley
Thank you very
became
much.
a new member as well, and it's quick, it's
Eric,
easy.
clap
it's
for him.
See, I was only out of
No,
the
he
room
went
for
home.
30-40 seconds, and you can call up too, and
Yeah, there's a lot of good documentaries about Austin's art scene. It's a good. It's gotten gentrified, but there's still a lot of good stuff to be had here, and I like the city a lot.
They'll be getting KZSC bumper stickers. That's wonderful. I think we'd like to get a couple more subscribers here. You can start.
So to talk a little bit about city politics, this will just only take me a second, I promise.
7 cents a day.
The bad news is that the governor of the state was like, "Hey, Austin, you need to remove your pride flag crosswalk on the street, or else you won't get $170 million worth of funding." So I literally got an email from the city that's like, "Listen, we have to paint this over, but our plan now is to find all the city fixtures that the state can't get mad at us about and paint pride flags on those." So it's definitely coming back.
And 429-4113. Hey, we're the only.
I just thought it was really funny that the city was like, "Yeah, we're taking these away," and the state was like, "Yeah, you need to take these away," and the city was like, "Well, we're coming back better and stronger with even more pride flags." So I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited to see what they're going to do.
Have, so many community radio stations in this area that we really need. We need you to support them, and we need you to support us. I'm just proud of the city for immediately being like, "No, this is stupid. Don't worry. Stop! I'm trying to turn, jackass." Senior citizen, you can subscribe at our basic $15 rate for students unemployed and senior citizens. So you can call us at 429-4111.
No, forward.
429-4112 and 429-4113. Let's get those phones ringing now.
Boss, where are the dogs?
They're down in the pot on the stove.
My opinion is they should just give me a free pride flag to put outside. They should give me a billion pride flags to put outside. I don't think I know my neighbors wouldn't give a shit, so.
It's good.
Is that sizzling or water that they're playing in the background? I can't tell.
Well, he doesn't seem to be answering me. He is flipping buttons. Anyhow, I happen to know him personally, and I know that he relies a lot on his own record collection, and it's a big one, and we'd like to get the same records he has up here.
Well, yeah, mostly I thought the city wouldn't do anything. I thought the city would just let it get painted over, but the city being like, no, we're coming back with even more pride flags. It's like, okay, all right. I'm glad I voted for you city council members then.
So if you can call us at 429-4111 and 429-4112 and 429-4113, you can help us to get more of what you want to hear. And I know we can use a lot of that. So why don't you call us and become a member, become a select
I'm fine. I wasn't looking at the wrong thing. I'm fine. I'm fine. Car's fine. Vehicle's fine. Kids are fine.
Keep this going.
One other thing is I'm sure that if you have a specific thing you want to see done at KZSC, you can let those people on the phone know it.
Yeah.
And it'll be registered. If you want your donation to go for a specific cause, let us know.
Can Bobby give the phone number?
This is the best way we can communicate.
Sure. What are those phone numbers, Bobby?
Those phone numbers?
I feel bad. I feel like my American Truck Simulator streams are me just testing the audience's limits on what they'll listen to. Which just something I just want to do as a streamer in general. Just be like, this is the equivalent of me turning to Danny and being like, do you like this? It's just me turning to y'all and being like, do you like this?
Please call.
It's funny, my city council member actually is like setting up one-on-one meetings with constituents, so I'm like I've been debating wanting to set one up being like, hey man, good job on the pride flags. You should add more pride flags to our neighborhood because it's gay.
You did so well the first time.
Backwards. 429-4113. 429.
I'm just driving in the middle of the road. You might say I'm the middle of the road gamer.
429.
Okay, I should get in the right lane.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really good, Bobby.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I was paying attention.
You might want to look forward to Cultural Explosion, our subscription drive here. It's going to go through Sunday. There's a lot of upcoming fun things. I know on Sunday, Mr. Earl, who does Mr. Earl Revisited, and Sarah Cardin are going to be doing a special of Beatles music and 60s music. So you might want to stay tuned to that Friday, I believe, from noon till midnight.
Ooh.
And Friday, Loretta and I, or that's Sunday that show's going to be, and Loretta, Jean, and I are going to be doing the Sisters of Hell with Boredom show with a special love song revisited. So we'll be playing everything from the Sex Pistols to Frank Sinatra. So we're doing lots of things up here, lots of things for this cultural explosion, and this is your chance to call us up and support us and let us know you like what you hear. We have a lot of things that you can't get on other radio stations. We have the gay and lesbian programming, Closet Free Radio on Monday night.
Fuck yeah, Closet Free Radio. That's kick-ass. In 1984, holy shit.
Just a few shows like that in the whole country.
This is why I like to listen to old radio air checks. For the gay shit. I'm not even fooling.
So here we are. You can call us at 429-4111, 429-4112, and 429-4113 and become a member of KZSC. At a basic $25 subscription rate, you can look forward to a wonderful KZSC program guide 4 times a year. And I'm not sure what's going on in the background behind me, but I can tell it's lively. And we want to keep these DJs excited and fun up here. So why don't you call us and become members?
All right, almost time for a new tape. Let me just pull over real quick.
429-4111, 429-4112, and 429-4113. And we urge you to support us and keep independent programming on the air. This is a chance when you can let our DJs know you like what you hear. Or if you'd like to hear special specific programming, call us up, subscribe, let us know.
Okay.
We leave it up to you, the community, to let us know what we like to hear on the radio. So you can call us and become part of this. This is not us and you. This is together. This is the community.
Yeah, I like the Howling Dog.
Area, Monterey Bay Area Community Radio. So you can call us and subscribe. The numbers again, 429-4111, 429-4112, and 429-4113. I know, Doc, you're doing something special tomorrow night for the Cultural Explosion. What exactly is that?
I like the video game music there for a second. This is the funniest blood drive I've ever heard.
As part of the KZSC,
we're going to northwest Texas, Nanakiamano, while we're listening to insane Airchecks and Halloween radio cassettes.
That's Thursday, the 1st of November, from 10 p.m. to midnight.
Next tape. Chat, time to get spooked.
Hello, all you ghosts and goblins. Welcome to my special Halloween broadcast.
And with that, I gotta go to intermission real quick. I will be back in about a few minutes. Bye-bye.
I've got a few tricks and lots of treats for you, including a song from my very own album, Ronald Makes It Magic. So I hope everyone's ready for some Halloween fun. Yeah! Tell me, what do you like best about Halloween?
Trick-or-treating! Halloween parties! Costumes!
The little tiny reindeer prancing on the snowy rooftops.
Wrong holiday, Grimace.
Ooh. Now I remember what I like best about Halloween.
Go ahead, Grimace.
It's the bunnies. Just joking. Now I'll tell you.
Singing a song from my album, Ronald Makes It Magic, here's Grimace to tell us what he likes best about Halloween.
When I'm feeling very safe, feeling very sound, and there's absolutely nothing frightening around. Sometimes I like to scare myself. It really can be fun, and it's almost magical how easily it's done. Is there something in my closet, something underneath my bed? Are the noises I hear real, or just inside my head? Am I making up what's scary? Is it really, really very? Should I take a chance and peek, or simply holler? Yes, I like to scare myself. Scare myself. It really can be fun. I like to turn off all the lights and settle down to dream about creepy, crawly, icky things, delightful, frightful, yucky things, gigantic, gooey, gloppy things that make most people scream. Things that are even more scary than a big wet kiss from Aunt Ethel. I pretend to see a monster 12 feet tall with smelly feet, and he tells me with his monster voice, "Give me all your toys to eat."
You mean the brand new ones?
Yes, I like to scare myself. Scare myself. It really can be fun. Sometimes it's awfully easy to make myself feel queasy. I can go from feeling cheery to feeling really eerie. Pinky, squishy, squashy, icky, ucky, clinking, clanking, slither, sliding, howling, yowling, bumping, thumping creatures of the night. I love to give myself a fright. Yes, I like to scare myself. Scare myself. It really can be fun.
That was frightfully good.
Magical radio! Hey, Ronald, I want to show you my Halloween costume. Wait here and I'll go put it on.
Sure thing, Grimace. In the meantime, I'm going to play that monster Halloween hit song, Gorilla My Dreams.
Ronald, something's wrong with the station. The music won't play. What are those weird sounds?
There's something very strange going on here.
Maybe the station is haunted.
What's that?
I think it's a ghost. It's getting closer. Get closer.
Knock, knock.
It's here! Ronald, what do we do?
Panic?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Who?
Don't cry, Ronald. It's only me.
Oh, Grimace.
Grimace. how do you like my Halloween costume? I'm a robot.
We thought the radio station was haunted by a ghost.
A ghost? Where?
No, we thought you were the ghost. But if there's no ghost, then why wouldn't the song play?
Yeah, how come?
Grimace, your robot costume. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, I sure did.
Where did you get all those knobs and buttons and dials?
Right here at the station.
Oh.
This came from that big machine over there, and this knob came from...
No wonder the song wouldn't play.
It's a nice Halloween costume, but you know, I'd rather be a ghost. Yep, I would.
Okay, we'll just put all this stuff back the way it should be.
Yeah, I know exactly where all the knobs and dials go. I think.
Great. And while Grimace puts on his ghost costume...
are you using these curtains?
You kids can turn over this tape. The other side has lots of scary sounds you can use to put on your own Halloween show. From all of us in McDonald, have a safe...
and happy Halloween!
Grimace. I love Ronald's hatred of Grimace. It's really good. He clearly doesn't want to deal with Grimace at all, ever. So yeah, the first side of the tape is audio, and then the second side is just spooky noises. So enjoy the spooky noises, chat. All right, let's drive. Let's keep driving. Oh, cool! I almost hit a... For fuck's sake, let me in! I'm a truck! Okay. Let me just pull over. Trapped here with me, the Jester. Fiddle to Harry, it's time, it's real scary. Oh, and we're driving through Texas. Jesters can drive. Not well, but we can. Oh, we do goofy things with cars, like crash them and flip them upside down. I will say, this variety of Halloween noises is a bit more varied than what we had in the college radio. This is a bit more not just babies crying or cats screaming, which is nice. Forcing the Jester to drive, yeah, that's true. Okay. We're fine, chat. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. I'm just driving on the shoulder like you do when you're a truck driver. Very popular way of driving. It's a nice day today. In driving world, I should say, in real life. Actually, there's a nice breeze today. It's like in the 80s today, which is quite nice for Texas. I will never pick a lane. I go to every lane. It's what I do. Frightening Pop Goes the Weasel. Oh yeah, that Disney haunted house recording is very popular. Pretty sure it's It was one of their best-selling albums for a while, if I recall. Tonight on Radio Dracula, we have Dracula here to tell us about all the people he likes to eat. Blah, yes, I'm the Dracula. I like to eat corporate executives. Blah. I'm going down to Wall Street to suck their blood. Thank you, Dracula. This is my jester radio announce voice. This is what it would sound like if a jester worked in college radio. Actually, if a jester was in college radio, it'd sound more like this. Yeah. So, on today's broadcast, we've got for you today on this broadcast for you today, juggling from local band The Juggalos, and we've got tickets to see Spider Guy at the Smell. Oh, I gotta pull over. Because it's time for a new tape. Hold on. Where's the save? Okay.
The Columbia Broadcasting System and its...
Nope. There we go.
Thank you for turning me on. I am 2XL, your robot. Before we get to today's
We've got the Crypt Keeper with us today.
I must remind you of the rules. You will be helping the Crypt Keeper make up this story
so
as
this
we
is
go
2XL,
along.
but we
Throughout
don't have
the
capabilities
to make decisions that will affect the outcome
choose. We're
of
just
this
going to listen
story
to it all the
and
way
lead
forward,
our
so it's going to
heroes
sound a bit
into and
strange.
out of
I'm just putting that
many
out there.
Scary situations. The Crypt Keeper will give you a list of choices, and you should only press the buttons of the choices the Crypt Keeper gives you. And remember, only press my buttons after you hear the word now. Do not press my buttons at any other time. Okay, I guess you're ready.
What if I press your buttons all the time, dude? What if I just go down to your place of work and just piss you off?
In the mansion, would you like to meet your host? Press 1 for the attic, 2 for the basement, 3 for the playroom, or 4 for the library. Press 1, 2, 3, or 4 now.
Fiddle-dee fun, I know I press 1.
It is a stormy night. The old rundown house stands alone at a dead end. You can see bats flying around the attic spires. A werewolf howls in the distance, and rats scurry along the front steps as you approach.
Is this the
Inside
movie house?
The halls are dark and creepy. The stairs creak under the weight of your feet as you make your way to the attic. The door squeaks as you open it. In the dim light of a kerosene lamp, you can
It's
see
so
the
scary, I'm driving like shit.
green-skinned owner of the house looking into a battered steamer trunk.
It's about time you got here. I was just doing a little spring cleaning.
The Crypt Keeper chuckles as the springs bounce off. He reaches into the trunk. He pulls out a skeleton and frowns.
I thought Uncle Jarvis left this in the closet.
The skeleton lumbers off, and the Crypt Keeper's head ducks back into the trunk. Finally, he rises, cackling merrily.
This is what I was
Oh, the
looking
pumpkins
for.
did
The
stop.
Crypt
That's
Keeper
so
holds
funny.
up a large crystal sphere
I
for
wonder
you
if I can
to
fix
examine.
them. Hold on, I need to switch
This is a
anyways.
mystic orb. With it, you and I can tell a really creepy story because we can control the actions of the people within it.
You gaze into the orb and can see a dark-haired boy about 11 years old.
That's little Billy Atkins. He's the star of today's tale.
Goodbye, Billy
Little
Atkins.
Billy
I
likes to
enjoy
wish for
your
things.
diet.
Sometimes he
Normal.
just wishes his little sister would leave him alone.
I'm normal now.
Sometimes he wishes for bigger things. However, getting the things we wish for isn't always such a good thing.
That's true.
That's why I like to call this story, If Wishes Were Hornets.
Okay. All right, sir.
Now, little Billy has had a bummer of a day. He got into a fight at school with a neighborhood bully. He also ditched his little sister at the park. He's in a boatload of trouble and has decided to run away. Where do you think Billy should go? Press A for his school. Press B for the river. Or press C for downtown. Press A, B, or C now.
Although it was a nice, warm, sunny spring day, the temperature dropped after the sun went down, and Billy is cold. It is also an hour past his usual dinner time, and Billy is feeling hungry. He reaches into the pocket of his jeans and finds 12 cents. There isn't much he can get to eat for 12 cents, and besides,
can't get
all
shit
the
for 12
stores have
cents.
already closed.
I wish I was warm, that I had something to eat.
If wishes were horses, beggars would eat hamburgers every night, or at least have something to ride through the drive-thru at the fast food restaurants.
Billy looks all around, trying to find out where the voice came from. Slowly, a tall, gaunt figure dressed in black emerges from the shadows of an alley. He is wearing a black suit with a flat-topped, wide-brimmed hat. His cheeks are hollow, and his skin a jaundiced yellow.
Who are you?
You may call me Mr. Awful Ease. I'm here to make your wishes come true.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Awful Ease smiles, revealing brown teeth.
I promise you it's true. My powers are supernatural. I watch over little boys and girls with big wishes. I have come here to grant you 7 wishes.
Oh, really?
Okay, I missed the truck scale. Time to do something really stupid,
his
Chad.
hands in a broad gesture,
Hope you're ready.
And a watch appears. He hands it to Billy. It's not like any watch he's ever seen before. Instead of being numbered 1 to 12, it has 7 markings. The watch feels funny, causing Billy's fingers to tingle.
That, Billy Atkin, is an enchanted watch. It will grant you 7 wishes. It will grant you 1 wish each day for the next 6 days. Each wish wearing off at midnight. On the 7th day, the wish you make will last the rest of your life. This way you get to test drive your wishes, as it were, before committing yourself forever.
Well, what are you going to get in return?
I will appear after you've made your 7th wish.
Making time.
And then you have to grant me 1 wish. So, do we have a deal? 7 wishes for the price of 1. You come out way ahead.
Thank you for the follow, Mighty.
Billy
Me.
thinks
I have
about
my
all the
follower
wishes
goal.
he'd like to make and puts the watch on, imagining all the things he'll do with its magic.
An excellent decision, Mr. Atkin. You may make your first wish at midnight. I'll see you in a week.
Mr. Awful Ease disappears in a puff of smoke. With his watch on, Billy feels he can face anything and decides to go back home.
Okay, we made it.
Who
You
do
used to
you
listen to
want
the Phantom while you would
for
road
Billy
trip?
when
That's
he
sick.
gets home? 1, his father. 2, his mother. 3, his sister. Or 4, a police officer.
Police officer.
Press 1, 2, 3, or 4 now.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for discounted deals.
Billy's father is waiting for him when he gets home.
And thank you
Billy
again,
is excited
Coonster,
to tell
for
him all
the
about the watch and the great things he can wish for the family.
DLC.
But
I'm
the
gonna
stern
install
look on
that
his
after the
father's
stream.
face stops him in his tracks.
Where have you been, young man?
Out.
Well, it's going to be the last time for a long time. You got into a fight at school, you weren't home for dinner, and you nearly scared your poor mother to death. You're grounded, young man, indefinitely.
You're grounded, 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 grounded.
And before getting
Sorry,
into bed,
I mentioned it on
tries
the
to
other
take
stream, but I'm
off the
watching a
watch,
lot of
but
Caillou
it
Gets
won't come
Grounded
off.
from 2014.
The next morning, Billy is awakened by his alarm
Oh
clock.
my God!
He draws the covers over his head, trying to shut out the sound.
Chat, did you see what I did to that car?
But he especially
Chat,
hates
did you
Squid
see
McCoy.
what I did to that vehicle in my rear view? Oh, you couldn't
Billy
see my
reaches
rear
out
view
from
mirror,
under the
no.
covers and
Oh,
slams
I
his
made a
hand
car
down
go
on the
flying
clock,
through the
turning off
air,
the
but
alarm.
unfortunately...
Wish I didn't have to go to school today.
Chat was over the mirror, so you didn't see it.
And that was young Billy Atkins' first
That
wish.
sucks. I killed
how shall
someone.
we make it come
That's fine.
true? Press A for a freak snowstorm. Press B for a gas leak at the school. Press C for Billy to get too sick to go to school. Press A, B, or C.
I want
now.
Billy to get tuberculosis. Okay, chat wants the gas leak.
There is a knock at Billy's door,
Okay.
and his mother comes in.
Come on, Billy, you're going to be late.
Billy grumbles, then gets out of bed. As he stands up, his stomach feels queasy. He starts to weave back and forth, then collapses back onto the bed. His mother rushes to him and puts her hand gently on his forehead.
My goodness, you're burning up with fever. Oh, you can't go to school like this. If you're not better by this afternoon, we'll have to take you to the doctor.
If there's anything Billy hates more than going to school, it's going to the doctor.
Why?
He wishes he hadn't made his first wish of the day, but it's too late now.
Nothing wrong with going to the doctor.
Luckily
It's
for
usually
him,
normal.
his fever breaks before lunch, and by the time his sister comes home from school, his stomach feels much better.
Mom, can I go out for a while? I'm not sick anymore. I guess so, but no roughhousing. And you're not to leave the backyard. You're still grounded. Is that understood?
Billy pouts, but agrees. He's antsy from having been cooped up in his bedroom all day. In the backyard, he tosses around a football until his friend Danny shows up.
Why weren't you in school today?
I was sick, but I'm feeling better now.
Your sister says you're grounded.
She's full of balloon juice.
Billy looks over his shoulder to make sure that his mother isn't watching.
I can go wherever I want. Let's get out of here. I gotta show you something.
Where do you want Billy and Danny to go? Press B for Danny's tree fort.
Sucking on balloon
or
juice,
press
huh?
C for the gazebo at the playground. Press B or C now.
Billy and Danny go off to the tree fort in Danny's backyard. And Billy tells Danny all about Mr. Awful Ease and the watch.
That's way cool.
I know. I just gotta be more careful with my wishes. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt.
Billy Atkin, you get down here right this second.
Oh no, it's my mom. Has it been an hour already?
Billy?
Billy scrambles down the tree to find his mother and sister waiting. He has never seen his mother look so angry.
I can't believe that you would go off and leave your sister all alone. What if something had happened to her? You come home right now.
Billy goes home with his mother and sister, only to be sent to his room for the whole day. Not only is he grounded on a day off from school, but he can't even leave his bedroom to play in the backyard or go downstairs to watch TV. When his father comes home, he receives another lecture, as if the one from his mother wasn't bad enough. Through
Did
it
you
all,
see that car just
he wishes he
materialize
didn't
and
have to
spin
do
in?
everything everybody
That was
told him to do.
amazing.
That night, he doesn't go to sleep when he's supposed to. He waits with his light off for his clock to tick past midnight. As soon as it does, he runs his watch and makes his wish.
I wish they didn't have to do what people tell me.
It did look like the
Then I
car I
wouldn't get in
hit, by the
trouble
way.
for it
I'm
either.
not kidding. It
He
looked like the
falls
car I
asleep
hit.
easily, looking forward to the next day.
Oh,
The
you were
next morning,
grounded.
he
Sorry,
goes to breakfast
sorry.
with
Yeah.
a big smile on his face. He can't wait to find out if his wish works.
Billy, I need to have you walk your sister to school today. I have an important meeting to go to, and I won't have time to drive her.
A perfect opportunity for Billy to try out his wish. Press 3 if you want him to walk his sister to school, or press 4 if you think he should not. Press 3 or 4 now.
Okay.
Without any further convincing, Billy takes out the garbage. His mother is so pleased by his change in attitude that she makes him his favorite breakfast.
That's much better, young man. If you keep it up, you won't be grounded for long.
That's exactly what Billy is hoping. Besides, he wants to be on his father's good side. They have to meet with his principal later that morning.
Him Billy the Brown
It's hard for Billy to concentrate on his lessons when he knows that he has an appointment with his principal to talk about his fight with Squid. Finally, 11 o'clock arrives, and he has to go to the office. His father is waiting for him there. They go into the conference room to meet with Mr. Cummings.
Amarillo,
We
more like
cannot have our
armadillo.
students
I
beating
wish.
each other up, Mr. Atkin. I
Alright,
agree with
I'm
you, Mr.
pausing here to
Cummings.
take a sip
So then
of
you think that a
water.
week's worth of after-school detention is appropriate?
I do.
What about you, Billy? Do you think that's fair?
This sounds like another place where Billy can put his wish to work. Press 3 if you want him to accept the week's worth of detention. Press 4 if you want him to get out of it. Press 3
Thank you
or
for clipping
4
that, chat.
now.
You're right, Mr. Cummings. I shouldn't have gotten into that fight, and I probably deserve a week's detention. But I wasn't the only person in the fight. Squid McCoy has to take some of the blame, too.
Both Mr. Cummings and Mr. Atkin are pleased and surprised by Billy's acceptance of the detention. It is the first time in a long time that either of them have seen the boy take responsibility for his actions,
try to get to this vista
rather
real
than
quick.
just wishing things were different. Young man, I am very proud of the way you're handling this. I have already met with Mr. McCoy and his mother. Squid will be serving detention for 2 weeks, considering his disrespectful and belligerent attitude. The meeting ends, and Billy spends the rest of the day in class. After school, he reports to the detention hall. Squid McCoy is the only other kid there, and he spends the entire 30 minutes staring at Billy. When the bell rings, Billy doesn't want to leave the room, knowing that Squid will be waiting for him outside. Unfortunately, Mrs. Carlisle, the detention monitor, wants to go home for the day, and Billy has no choice but to leave. He goes out the side door, only to find Squid leaning against the fence.
I figured you'd come out this way, trying to sneak away, you wimp. Leave me alone, Squid. I don't want to get in another fight. Too bad, wimp.
Squid chases Billy all the way home, but does not catch up with him. Billy spends the evening in his room, trying to devise a wish that will help him get out of fights with Squid. The next morning, he's sure he has the solution. Rubbing the watch, he says.
I wish people would do exactly what I tell them to.
He goes down to breakfast to hear his little sister asking for $2 to buy a book from a catalog she got at school. There are things he'd like too, and now he has a way to get them.
He's going to wish for
Billy's
Goosebumps
about
books.
to try out his new ability to make people do as he says. What should he ask for? Press A for a new video game. Press B for an excuse to get out of gym for the day. Or press C if he asks his father to give Alicia the money for the book. Press A, B, or C now.
This is a pretty nice
Scared
vista.
that Squid may try to beat him up on the way to school, Billy asks for a ride, and his father easily agrees to give it to him. As they pull out of the driveway, Billy sees Erica walk by the house. She never walks to school, and this
I'm sorry,
could have been his
Amarillo's
chance
not
to
that
walk with
exciting
her,
to me.
But he missed it by being in the minivan. However, he tries to make up for it that day at lunch. He sits at the table across from Erica, hoping that he can convince her to go to a movie with him.
Okay.
Before she can answer, Squid McCoy sits beside her.
God damn it, Squid.
bothering you, Erica?
This looks like another time that Billy could use his powers. What does he tell the bully to do? Press B to punch himself in the nose.
What?
Or press C to throw his books in the garbage. Press B or C.
I like the cat,
now.
the cat thing. Okay, you check out a vista.
Go soak your head in the fountain.
Hearing Billy's comment, Squid somehow feels compelled to follow it. He goes to the water fountain, puts his head in it, and turns on the water. One of the teachers leads Squid away as Billy smiles through the whole thing.
That was a rotten thing to say, Billy Atkins.
Erica leaves the table, and Billy misses his chance to ask her to the movies. He eats his peanut butter and jelly sandwich silently, thinking of another way to ask her the big question. That afternoon, Mrs. Baker is trying to get through their history lesson, but it takes longer than she expected. Even though it is a Friday, she decides to assign the class to read 10 pages over the weekend. Billy doesn't want any homework and raises his hand.
Who would want homework over the weekend? What does Billy do? A, tell the teacher to sit on her desk and croak like a frog until the bell rings. B, tell her to go to the playground and sing I'm a Little Teapot. Or C, have her instruct the kids to rip up their textbooks. Press A, B, or C now.
This is a very I am mean voice, yeah.
Billy is tempted to do something to stop Mrs. Baker from giving them a homework assignment. But 10 pages doesn't seem like much, so he lets it pass.
Yeah, 10 pages
Besides,
isn't
it'll
bad.
give him something to do Saturday afternoon. That evening, when his father comes home from work, he and Mrs. Atkin decide that Billy has shown a great improvement in his attitude. They decide to take the family out for a pizza dinner, Billy's favorite.
Billy, since you've been making such an effort to be good, your mother and I have decided that your grounding will be suspended for the weekend. If you're good all weekend long, it's over for good.
Billy feels great. Even though he'd made 2 wishes, he'd used them sparingly and well. And now things are beginning to work out for him. He
seems like it's
drifts
good
off
for
to
Billy.
sleep that night, dreaming of what his next wish will be.
He should wish for money.
He is awakened the next morning at 6:30 by his little sister.
That's what I'd wish
Billy,
for.
wake
Sorry,
up,
I'd wish for
cartoons
money.
are on.
Billy grumbles, not completely awake. He says the first thing that comes to his sleepy mind.
I wish everyone would leave me alone.
Alicia leaves.
Don't say that!
And Billy sleeps until 10. After he has eaten breakfast and dressed, he has to decide what to do on his first day of freedom.
That, my friend, is up to you. Do you think Billy should 3, go to the park to play baseball, or 4, go to the monster movie marathon at the Colonial Theater?
That
Press
sounds
3
good. I would go to the
or
monster movie
4
marathon.
Now. Who do you think he should ask to play ball with him? 3, his father, or 4, his best friend Danny? Press 3 or 4 now.
One of Billy's favorite things in the world is monster movies.
Hell yeah!
This is something he shares with his father. He
Oh,
and
the
his
check
dad
engine
have
light
spent
is on.
many
Nice.
a Saturday afternoon watching creature features at the neighborhood theater. He rushes downstairs to ask his father to go to the movies. His father is completely uninterested.
I'm sorry, son. I'm just not interested in doing anything with you today.
Suddenly
Wow.
it dawns on him that his wish has come true.
Imagine-
His father is leaving him alone.
Damn.
He decides to go to the movies by himself, but it's not nearly as much fun that way. At the theater, it takes him 5 minutes for the concession stand employee to get him some soda and popcorn. After the movies, it is starting to get dark. He sees Terry, one of his friends from school, leaving the theater. After so many scary movies, it would be nice to walk home with someone.
Should Billy ask Terry to walk home with him? Press B for yes. Press C for no. Press B or C now.
Hey, an oil drill. Get that oil.
Hey guys, can I play too?
The kids stare at him like he's from Mars. Nobody wants to play with him. He's never felt more alone in his life. Hanging his head, Billy walks home. He realizes that this was a really stupid wish.
What
So
happened
he spends the rest
here?
of the day in his room, playing with his new video game. Even his sister won't have anything to do with him. He goes to bed feeling incredibly lonely and planning to change things the next morning.
Please let me in.
It is
Please let
barely
me in.
after
Please
7
let me in.
o'clock when he
Please let
wakes
me
up.
in.
He rubs his watch, feeling it
fuck's sake.
tingle as he makes his
Thank
wish.
you.
I wish everybody liked me.
It doesn't take long to see the effects of this wish. His bedroom door swings open and his little sister bounds into the room.
Billy, let's go play.
Billy tries to get her to leave, but she won't. They go downstairs for breakfast, and the entire morning, Billy gets no peace. If it's not Alicia asking him to play, it's his mother making plans, or his father inviting him to help in the garage. All the constant attention begins to take its toll, and Billy realizes he needs to get out of the house.
Where should Billy go? Press A for the playground, press B for downtown, or press C for the mall.
We're in
Press
Dollheart.
A, B, or C now.
Billy asks his mother to drive him to the mall, and she is more than happy to do so. It takes some fast talking, but Billy convinces her not to go in with him. He breathes a sigh of relief when she drives off, and then makes a beeline for the video arcade. It isn't long before some of his friends from school see him. They all begin to crowd around him, making it difficult for him to
I'm
play
fine.
his game.
I didn't press the
One of
emergency
the
brake.
employees wanders over,
I
and
didn't
as soon
turn
as
off the
she sees
engine.
Billy, she smiles. She had been Billy's babysitter a couple of years ago. She greets him warmly and offers him a free game. She drops a token into the machine, and suddenly all the kids crowded around Billy begin complaining. They want free games too. There is a lot of pushing and shoving, and all the chaos gets to be too much for Billy. He runs out of the arcade and looks for a place to hide.
Where should Billy try to hide? B, the china shop, or C, the toy store. Press B or C now.
Billy climbs to the top of an oak tree, and the other kids follow. As each kid climbs up, the tree sags more. Finally, under all the weight of all the kids, the tree falls over.
Oh no!
Nobody's hurt except the tree, and the kids pick themselves up and dust themselves off. For them, it was all just a game. For Billy, it was a frightening experience. He never wanted this much attention. And it's not over.
Guys, I have to go home for dinner.
They all want to go with him. Billy groans, knowing his mother wouldn't want to have all these kids in the house. He decides to make another run for it, hoping that he can lose them.
Should Billy 3 go home?
Sorry,
or
I'm in a
4
hurry now.
Go to Danny's house. Press 3 or 4 now.
You gonna level up? Aw, close.
Billy decides to go straight home.
Okay.
As he gets to his block, he sees Squid McCoy.
Not Squid
He's tempted to
McCoy.
run away, but Squid has already seen him.
Yo, Billy!
Billy isn't sure what he should do. He knows that Squid is faster and stronger than he is. There is a sneer on the bully's face, but it slowly becomes a warm smile as he walks up to Billy.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the mean things I've done.
Actually, I
I was
should,
wondering if we
check
could be
jobs.
friends. Sure, Squid. I gotta go now, but we can be friends.
Squid walks away, and Billy thanks the watch. His wish for friends has even worked on Squid. And if it worked on Squid, then maybe it will work on Erica, too. He rushes home with a new plan in mind. He'll use his magic to get a date with her. He'll even take her a gift to impress her. He scrambles through the house, looking for just the right thing.
What does Billy find to take her? 1, flowers. 2, one of his mother's necklaces. 3, one of his sister's stuffed animals. Or 4, a rubber snake.
Okay, I've never been this way.
1,
Let's go.
2, 3, or 4.
We're going
now.
to Page, Arizona with a bunch of plows.
Billy goes into the backyard and picks a bouquet of flowers from the garden. Then he heads for Erica's house. He hides the bouquet behind his back when he rings the bell.
Hi, Billy. What a nice surprise.
Erica smiles at Billy, and he blushes.
I brought these for you.
He pulls out the flowers and holds them under her nose. She loses her smile and her nose wrinkles. Tears form in her eyes. Suddenly, she starts sneezing.
Billy, could you take them away? I'm allergic.
Billy takes the flowers out of her face.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Just gonna have to go take my pills and lie down the rest of the day. What'd you want?
I was just wondering if you'd go out with
I
me
don't think I have the
sometime.
time for that.
We could go to a movie or something.
Sure, that would be fine. I gotta go lie down.
Okay,
Thanks,
we have him in this.
Billy
We're gonna
goes
take
home
the Odessa
to
route.
find that his mother has made a cake for him. All in all, the day and evening were great. However, just after going to bed, he realizes that his wish will wear off Squid, and things will go back to the way they were. At breakfast the next morning, Billy doesn't feel hungry. His stomach is upset just thinking about Squid. He silently wishes he didn't have to go to school ever again, or that Squid would disappear forever, being careful not to say it out loud, or else the watch might do something. Just
Where's the
before
green
he and
flag?
his sister have to leave, the phone rings. Alicia answers it.
Well,
She listens carefully,
okay,
then
I see.
hangs up.
That was Erica. She doesn't want to go anywhere with you after all.
Alicia giggles and Billy is crushed. He wishes he could find a way to impress Erica. If he had $1,000, he could buy her a
date
really
Squid.
cool
Squid
gift
seems
that she
interested.
wouldn't be allergic to. After school, he calls his mother to get permission to take the bus to Main Street so he can go shopping, and she says it's okay, as long as he's home for dinner. When he arrives downtown, he heads for a deserted alley where he can make his wish for $1,000.
Ah, that's
Just
what
as
I'm
he's
talking
about to make
about.
the wish, he sees
I'd wish for
Squid
$80,000
saunter into
personally.
the alley.
That would cover a lot of my
Uh-oh.
expenses.
Looks like there could be trouble. Does Billy 3 run away so he can wish for the $1,000? Or 4 wish that he had superpowers so that he could deal with Squid once and for all? Press 3 or 4 now.
Not wanting to waste his wish on Squid, Billy runs away as fast as he can. He is able to lose the bully by hiding in the Gray Street parking garage. Once he is sure he is alone, he holds out his cupped hand and says,
I wish I had $1,000.
There is a sudden breeze that touzles his dark brown hair and a bright flash of light that makes him close his eyes. When he reopens them, there are 10 $100 bills in his hands. He gives a loud cheer, then runs off to make his big purchase.
What do you think Billy should buy for the girl of his dreams? Press B for a diamond necklace. Press C for the biggest snake she can find. Press B or C now.
Snake! Yeah, PlayStation 5 would be perfect.
All the rage and frustration that Billy has bottled up inside him comes pouring out. A stream of fire blasts from his lungs and out of his mouth. Squid McCoy runs, just missing being fried by the horrific
he set
creature
Squid
before
on
him.
fire.
He dashes into the street, and Billy, forgetting that he is transformed, follows him. He catches up with Squid in front of the drugstore. Billy reaches out and hits the bully on the shoulder.
It's fine.
Squid drops to his knees, screaming. His arm is very sore, and he's lucky it wasn't broken.
Please don't hurt me. I promise I'll never bother Billy Atkin again. I promise.
The appearance of a 10-foot-tall monster brings traffic to a sudden stop on Main Street. In fact, several drivers lose control of their vehicles, shocked at the creature's horrific countenance. Suddenly, passers-by begin the hue and cry.
Call the police! It's attacking that poor boy! It's a monster!
Shopkeepers come running out of their stores, and Billy realizes he has to run someplace and hide. The people chase him down the street. He keeps running. And because of his size and strength, he is able to get away from the angry mob.
Yeah, the tapes are meant to be played straight through,
hoping
but
that nobody saw him go down to
But
the
I
river.
like listening to it out of order, personally.
The only thing he can do
Okay,
is
it's
wait
fine.
until
I'm just a little stuck,
midnight,
chat.
when the wish runs out and he changes back into a normal kid. The The hours pass slowly, but he is relieved that no one finds him. The sun goes down, and he begins to drift off to sleep. He is awakened by the strange sensations as he transforms back into Billy Atkin. He makes his way back home to find his folks waiting up for him.
Oh my God, I can't believe I did that.
We heard
That
about
was
that
very
thing
difficult.
downtown.
I was
We were
stuck.
afraid something had happened to you.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
okay. I'm just hungry.
Mrs. Atkin makes Billy some soup, and he is sent up to bed. The next
Bucky's
morning,
is from Texas,
he's
yeah.
awakened by his sister.
Boy, are you in trouble. Mom and Dad didn't say anything to you last night, but they're really mad at you.
The door opens again, and their father comes in. Billy knows he's in trouble from the look on his dad's face. The watch tingles on his wrist.
It's fine.
As if taunting him to make his last wish.
William, we have to talk about last night.
Well, does he make the wish that will last forever? Press A if you want him to wish that his family would forget all about him being out
take a quick
all
break
night.
here while
Press
you
B
listen to the
if
conclusion
you want him
of
to
this
wish
tape.
he
I will
didn't have to
be
live
right
there
back.
anymore. Press C if you don't want him to make a wish. Press A, B, or C now.
Billy thinks it's too dangerous to make a rash wish, especially one that lasts for eternity. He ignores the tingling of the watch and keeps his mouth shut.
You have to go to school now, but believe me, we'll finish this talk tonight.
It's a very tense day at school for Billy, knowing he's going to have to find some way to explain his behavior. Added to that are the dirty looks he gets all day from Squid McCoy. His arm is in a sling, and that seems to make him even more surly than usual. Billy has been told to come straight home after school, and he has every intention of doing so, until Squid stops him a block from the school.
This is it, Squirt. You and me once and for all.
The watch band gets warm, reminding Billy that he still has one wish left. Billy can't help thinking it would be nice to have Squid gone, once and for all.
Oh, they're gonna kill Squid?
Is this how Billy uses his last wish? Does he, 1, wish that Squid was out of his life once and for all? Or 4, not make a wish and find some other way out of the confrontation? Press 1 or 4 now.
Darn it, Squid. I wish you were out of my life forever.
Before Billy's eyes, Squid transforms into Mr. Awful Ease.
Your wish is my command. You will never have to see Squid McCoy ever again.
He's gonna blind the kid, isn't
Don't
he?
thank me yet. Now you have to grant me my wish.
Billy's eyes widen as Mr. Awful Ease changes into a red-skinned, goat-legged creature with wings.
Cool.
Spend eternity with me in the place where all greedy, selfish children go.
Poor Billy. You directed him into an eternity of torment. You will have to learn to wish better for his sake. And perhaps your own.
We sent Billy to hell.
The Crypt Keeper pulls the mystic orb away from you.
I think you now understand why I like to call this little tale, If Wishes Were Hornets, We'd All Get Stung.
All right.
That's one way this story could end, but you can direct Billy to an ending where he escapes Mr. Awful Ease. To find it, you will have to rewind this tape and play it again from the beginning. Make sure you choose different choices the next time you play this tape so the story will not be the same. Okay, please rewind this tape now. You have not followed my instructions. Either rewind this tape or turn me off now.
Let's pull over and turn the tape off, kids. Is that really it?
For his sake. And
oh, there's a little
perhaps-
bit left on here. Hold on. Hold on. Few minutes left. Let's drive for a second here.
I wish I'd never met you.
Mr. Awful Ease disappears, and Billy feels that he has made the right decision. However, the watch is still on his wrist, and it's glowing. There is an eerie sound, and a bright flash of light. Billy has been transported somewhere.
Where?
But he isn't sure where. He is in the middle of a great stone hall. It is very hot, and everything is bathed in red light. 2 huge iron doors at the end of the hall open, and a creature with red skin, goat legs, and bat-like wings enters. He has long,
Sounds like a
sharp
boyfriend
teeth
to me.
that drip with green saliva.
Welcome, Billy Atkin.
Where am I? Who are you?
I am the real Mr. Awful Ease, and this is my domain.
But I wish I'd never met you.
You hadn't, not until now. The person who visited your bedroom was but one of my minions. I granted your wish. He now has no memory of meeting you, but since I've granted all 7 of your wishes, now you must grant me mine.
Which is?
To spend eternity here in my domain, where all greedy, selfish children go.
Cool. Oh no, eternity with a sexy
Poor
goat
Billy.
man. How awful.
You directed him into an eternity of torment. You will have to learn to wish better for his sake, and perhaps your own.
The Crypt Keeper pulls the mystic orb away from you.
I think you now understand why I like to call this little tale. If wishes were hornets, we'd all get stung.
That's one way this story could end. But you can direct Billy to an ending where he escapes Mr. Awful Ease.
It's fine.
To find it, you will have to rewind this tape and play it again from the beginning. Make sure you choose different choices the next time you play this tape so the story will not be the same.
Okay.
Okay, please rewind this tape now.
Okay, that's the end of the tape. He just kind of
You have not
squawks after
followed
this.
my instructions. Either
Okay,
rewind this
so-
tape or turn me off now.
We got next one. This is just a little Aircheck from 1938 New Jersey. So if you want to hear something a little bit older, you know, you got this one. Hold on. I just gotta... Okay. Hold on. Gotta get to the right place. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Over Nova Scotia, causing a low-pressure area to move down rather rapidly over the northeastern states, bringing a forecast of rain accompanied by winds of light gale force.
Cool.
Maximum temperature 66, minimum 48.
Sounds good.
This weather report comes to you from the Government Weather Bureau. We take you now to the Meridian Room in the Hotel Park Plaza in downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
Cool. Yep, 1938.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the Meridian Room in the Park Plaza Hotel in New York City, we bring you the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra. With a touch of the Spanish, Raymond Raquello leads off with La Capacita.
All right, good stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
Okay.
At 20 minutes before 8 Central Time, Professor Farrell of the Mount Jennings Observatory, Chicago, Illinois, reports observing several explosions of incandescent gas occurring at regular intervals on the planet Mars. The spectroscope indicates the gas to be hydrogen and moving toward the Earth with enormous velocity. Professor Pearson of the observatory at Princeton confirms Farrell's observation and describes the phenomenon as, quote, like a jet of blue flame shot from a gun, unquote. We now return you to the music of Ramon Raquello, playing for you in the Meridian Room of the Park Plaza Hotel, situated in downtown New York.
It's fine. Chad, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
And now a tune that never loses favor. The ever-popular Stardust. Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
Ooh, Stardust.
Ladies and gentlemen, following on the news given in our bulletin a moment ago, the Government Meteorological Bureau has requested the large observatories of the country to keep an astronomical watch on any further disturbances occurring on the planet Mars.
Okay.
Due to the unusual nature of this occurrence, we have arranged an interview with the noted astronomer, Professor Pearson, who will give us his views on this event.
I love trucking.
In a few moments, we will take you to the Princeton Observatory at Princeton, New Jersey.
Okay.
We return you until then to the music of Ramon Raquello and his orchestra.
More Stardust. Yeah, Stardust, baby. It's Stardust, baby. Dust and stars.
We are ready now to take you to the Princeton Observatory at Princeton, where Carl Phillips, our commentator, will interview Professor Richard Pearson, famous astronomer.
Famous
astronomer. We take you now
astronomer.
to Princeton, New Jersey.
Okay, we're in New Jersey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
This is Carl Phillips speaking to you from the observatory at Princeton. I'm standing in a large semicircular room, pitch black except for an oblong split in the ceiling. Through this opening, I can see a sprinkling of stars that cast a kind of frosty glow over the intricate mechanism of the huge telescope.
Beautiful.
The ticking sound you hear is the vibration of the clockwork. Professor Pearson stands directly above me on a small platform.
You might be right, Big Bears.
I'll ask you to be patient, ladies and gentlemen, during any delay that may arise during our interview.
Okay.
Besides the ceaseless watch of the heavens, Professor Pearson may be interrupted by telephone or other communication.
It happens.
During this period, he is in constant touch with the astronomical centers of the world. Professor, may I begin our questions?
Any time, Mr. Phillips.
Professor, would you please tell our radio audience exactly what you see as you observe the planet Mars through your telescope?
Nothing unusual at the moment, Mr. Phillips. A red disk swimming in the blue sea. Transverse stripes across the disk. Quite distinct now because Mars happens to be at the point nearest the Earth, in opposition, as we call it.
In your opinion, what do these transverse stripes signify, Professor Pearson?
Not canals, I can assure you, Mr. Phillips. Although that's the popular conjecture of those who imagine Mars to be inhabited. From a scientific viewpoint, the stripes are merely the result of atmospheric conditions peculiar to the planet.
Then you're quite convinced, as a scientist, that living intelligence as we know it does not exist on Mars?
God, I'm watching Ghost Watch this year, too.
There are 1,000 to 1.
And yet, how do you account for these gas eruptions occurring on the surface of the planet at regular intervals?
Phillips, I cannot account for it.
Planet's
By the
farting.
way, Professor, for the benefit of our listeners, how far is Mars from the Earth?
Approximately 40 million miles.
Okay.
Well, that seems a safe enough distance. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Someone has just handed Professor Pearson a message. While he reads it, let me remind you that we are speaking to you from the observatory in Princeton, New Jersey, where we are interviewing the world-famous astronomer, Professor Pearson. One moment, please. Professor Pearson has passed me a message which he has just received. Professor, may I read the message to the listening audience?
Certainly, Mr. Phillips.
Ladies and gentlemen, I shall read you a wire addressed to Professor Pearson from Dr. Gray of the Natural History Museum, New York.
Oh,
Quote,
Natural History Museum.
9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seismograph registered shock of almost earthquake intensity occurring within a radius of 20 miles of Princeton. Please investigate. Signed, Lloyd Gray, Chief of Astronomical Division. Unquote. Professor Pearson, could this occurrence possibly have something to do with the disturbances observed on the planet Mars?
Hardly, Mr.
of course
Brooks.
not.
This is probably a meteorite of unusual size, and its arrival at this particular time is merely a coincidence. However, we shall conduct a search as soon as daylight permits.
Thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 10 minutes, we've been speaking to you from the observatory at Princeton, bringing you a special interview with Professor Pearson, noted astronomer.
It might be a certain Orson Welles. Anyways, more music.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the latest bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. Toronto, Canada. Professor Morse of Macmillan University reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This confirms earlier reports received from American observatories. Now, nearer home, comes a special bulletin from
It
Frederick,
might
New
be
Jersey.
Salem.
It is reported that at 8:50 p.m., a huge flaming object, believed to be a meteorite, fell on a farm in the neighborhood of Grover's Mill, New Jersey. 22
Oh,
miles
shit.
from
Meteorite,
Princeton.
New Jersey.
The flash in the sky was visible within a radius of several hundred miles, and the noise of the impact was heard as far north as Elizabeth. We have dispatched a special mobile unit to the scene, and we'll have our commentator,
fine.
Carl Phillips, give you a word picture of the scene.
I was
as
just
soon as
thinking
the
about
police are
the
present.
Martians.
In the meantime, we take you to the Hotel Martinet in Brooklyn, where Bobby Millett and his orchestra are offering a program of dance music.
Oh, we got more of the orchestra. No worries. Yeah, I wanted to present this the way it was presented on air, just so y'all could have, like, the realization and whatnot that people listening to this did. I wanted y'all to experience it the way it was experienced in 1938. Because this is one of the first pieces of metatextual media when it comes to radio type whatever things out there. It's very, very groundbreaking. It's also good. It's just straight up good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carl Phillips again, out at the Wilmot Farm, Grover's Mill, New Jersey. Professor Pearson and myself made the 11 miles from Princeton in 10 minutes. Well, I hardly know where to begin. Paint for you a word picture of the strange scene before my eyes, like something out of a modern Arabian Nights. Well, I just got here. I haven't had a chance to look around yet. I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing directly in front of me. Half buried in a vast pit.
Paris, thank you for thank you for following.
Covered with splinters of a tree. It must have struck on its way down. What I can see of the object itself doesn't look very much like a meteor.
Okay.
It's not the meteors I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. Has a
Nothing to
diameter
worry
of,
about. It's just a cylinder.
What would you say, Professor Pearson?
What's that?
What would you say? What's the diameter of this?
About 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the sheath is, well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. Its curious spectators now are pressing close to the object in spite of the efforts of the police to keep them back. Getting in front of my line of vision. Would you mind standing one side, please? While the police are pushing the crowd back. Here's Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm here. He may have some interesting facts to add. Mr. Wilmot, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember of this rather unusual visitor that dropped in your backyard? Step closer, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Wilmot.
Well, I was listening to the radio.
Closer and louder, please.
Pardon me?
Louder, please, closer.
Yes. I was listening to the radio and kind of drowsy. That professor fellow was talking about Mars, so I was half chosen and half...
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then what happened?
Well, as I was saying, I was listening to the radio, kind of halfway.
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then you saw something.
Well, not first off. I heard something.
And what did you hear?
A hissing sound like this. Kind of like a 4th of July rocket.
Yes, then what?
I turned my head out the window and would have sworn I was asleep and dreaming.
Yes?
I seen a kind of greenish streak and then zingo. Something smacked the ground. Knocked me clear out of my chair.
Well, were you frightened, Mr. Wilmot?
Well, I ain't quite sure. I reckon I was kind of riled.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wilmot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you want me to tell
No, that's
some
quite
more?
all right. That's plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm, where this thing has fallen.
I love the way they blow that guy off,
kinda. The background of this fantastic scene. Hundreds of cars are parked in a field in back of us, and the police are trying to rope off the roadway leading into the farm, but it's no use. They're breaking right through. Cars' headlights throw an enormous spotlight on the pit where the object's half buried. Now, some of the more daring souls now are venturing near the edge. Their silhouettes stand out against the metal chain. One man wants to touch the thing. He's having an argument with the policeman. The policeman wins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all this excitement, but it's becoming more distinct. Perhaps you've caught it already on your radio. Listen, please. Do you hear it?
No.
A curious humming sound that seems to come from inside the object. I'll move the microphone nearer. Here. Now, we're not more than 25 feet away. Can you hear it now? Professor Pearson?
Yes, Mr.
Can you tell us the meaning of that scraping noise inside the thing?
Possibly the unequal cooling of its surface.
I say, do you still think it's a meteor, Professor?
I don't know what to think. The metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial. Not found on this Earth. Friction with the Earth's atmosphere usually tears holes in a meteorite. This thing is smooth, and you can see its cylindrical
Just a minute.
shape.
Something's happening.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is terrific. This end of the thing is beginning to flake off. The top is beginning to rotate like a screw, and the thing must be hollow.
Move it! Keep back there! Keep back there! Keep those men back! Keep back there! Keep those idiots back! Take off! The top's loose! Look out there! Stand back!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed. Wait a minute. Someone's calling someone or something. I can see coming out of that black hole two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost but heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body. Now it's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it.
It's fine.
The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is...
Two Flower, thank you for the follow.
Alive, it's dripping from its rimless lips that seem to quiver and pulsate, and the monster, or whatever it is, can hardly move. It seems weighed down by possibly gravity or something. The thing's rising up now, and the crowd falls back. There's seen plenty. The most extraordinary experience, ladies and gentlemen. I can't find words. Well, I'll pull this microphone with me as I talk. I'll have to stop the description till I can take a new position. Hold on, will you please? I'll be right back in a minute.
Music's back.
We are bringing you an eyewitness account of what's happening on the Wilmuth Farm, Grover's Mill, New Jersey.
Yeah, this kind of whips ass compared to the other War of the Worlds that came out this year.
We now return you to Carl Phillips at Grover's Mill.
Carl?
Ladies and gentlemen, am I on?
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am, back of a stone wall that adjoins Mr. Wilmer's garden. From here, I get a sweep of the whole scene. I'll give you every detail as long as I can talk and as long as I can see. More state police have arrived. They're drawing up a cordon in front of the pit. About 30 of them. No need to push the crowd back now. They're willing to keep their distance. The captain's conferring with someone. Can't quite see who. Oh, yes, I believe it's Professor Pearson. Yes, it is. Now they've parted, and the professor moves around one side, studying the object while the captain and two policemen advance with something in their hands. I can see it now. It's a white handkerchief tied to a pole. Flag of truce. If those creatures know what that means, what anything means. Wait a minute, something's happening. A humped shape is rising out of the pit. I can make out a small beam of light against a mirror.
That's a normal noise. It's okay.
What's that?
Kids, it's fine.
A jet of flame springing from the mirror, and it leaps right at the advancing men. It strikes them head on. Oh, Lord, they're turning into flames. Now the whole field's caught up by the woods, the barns, the gas tanks of the automobiles spreading everywhere. Coming this way now, about 20 yards to my right.
It just seemed like another sad case of people killing each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue the broadcast from Grover's Mill.
It's
Evidently,
fine.
there's some difficulty with our field transmission.
Yeah.
However, we will return to that point at the earliest opportunity. In the meantime, we have a late bulletin from San Diego, California.
I love how the radio station is pretending like the radio host didn't just get eaten by a monster.
That the explosions on Mars are undoubtedly nothing more than severe volcanic disturbances on the surface of the planet. We continue now with our piano interlude.
Yeah, I love how professional the radio guys are. This feels really like listening to this for the first time a year ago. I was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been
I
handed
get
a message
it. It's
that came
so
in from
real.
Grover's Mill by telephone. Just one moment, please. At least 40 people, including 6 state troopers, lie dead in a field east of the village of Grover's Mill. Their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition.
Oh, Jesus. It's fine.
The next voice you hear will be that of Brigadier General Montgomery Smith, commander of the state militia at Trenton, New Jersey.
I have been requested by the governor of New Jersey to place the counties of Mercer and Middlesex as far west as Princeton and east to Jamesburg.
Yeah,
under
I love that the
martial law.
correspondent just gets burned
No one
alive
will
and they're
be
like,
permitted
we'll be
to
back with
enter
them
this
later, don't
area
worry.
Except by special pass issued by state or military authorities. 4 companies of state militia are proceeding from Trenton to Grover's
Oh no, dudes
Mill,
were like, it
and,
wasn't mass
will
hysteria
aid in
like
the
some people say,
evacuation
but there were
of homes
definitely
within the
people
range of
in the
military
New Jersey
operations.
area who
Thank you.
tuned in late and were like, what the
You
fuck
have
is
just
going
been listening
on?
to General Montgomery Smith, commanding the state militia at Trenton. In the meantime, further details of the catastrophe at Grover's Mill are coming in. The strange creatures, after unleashing their deadly assault, crawled back in their pit and made no attempt to prevent the efforts of the firemen to recover the bodies and extinguish the fire. The combined fire departments of Mercer County are fighting the flames which menace the entire countryside. We have been unable to establish any contact with our mobile unit at Grover's Mill.
It's so
But we
good
hope
this
to
is
be
in the
able to
public
return you there
domain.
at the
It's so
earliest possible
good.
moment. In the meantime, we take you to... Just one moment, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed that we have finally established communication with an eyewitness of the tragedy. Professor Pearson has been located at a farmhouse near Grover's Mill, where he has established an emergency observation post. As a scientist, he will give you his explanation of the calamity. The next voice you hear will be that of Professor Pearson, brought to you by direct wire. Professor Pearson.
Yeah, I skipped over it, but this radio show does have an intro with Orson Welles telling you it's fake, but I skipped over it for to pull a Halloween's trick on y'all, basically.
Purposes here on Earth. Of their destructive instrument, I might venture some conjectural explanation. For want of a better term, I shall refer to the mysterious weapon as a heat ray. It's all too evident that these creatures have scientific knowledge.
Yeah,
far in
where's
advance of our
Ice
own.
Cube taking off his glasses and going,
My guess that in some way they are
Sorry,
able
I
to
watched that
generate
movie
an
the other
intense
day.
heat
It's
in a
really
chamber
bad.
practically absolute non-conductivity. This intense heat they project in a parallel beam against any object they choose by means of a polished parabolic mirror of unknown composition, much as the mirror of a lighthouse projects a beam of light.
Hi, Ed to Dragon.
That is my conjecture of
We're
the origin
listening
of the heat ray.
to Orson Welles' War of the Worlds and
Thank you,
driving
Professor
to
Pearson.
Arizona.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is a bulletin from Trenton. It is a brief statement informing us that the charred body of Carl Phillips has been identified in a Trenton hospital. Now, here's another bulletin from Washington, D.C. The Office of the Director of the National Red Cross reports 10 units of Red Cross emergency workers have been assigned to the headquarters of the state militia, stationed outside of Grover's Mill, New Jersey. Here's a bulletin from State Police, Princeton Junction. The fires at Grover's Mill and vicinity are now under control. Scouts report all quiet in the pit, and there is no sign of life appearing from the mouth of the cylinder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special statement from Mr. Harry McDonald, Vice President in charge of operations.
We have received a request from the state militia of Trenton to place at their disposal our entire broadcasting facility. In view of the gravity of the situation, and believing that radio has a responsibility to serve in the public interest at all times, We are turning over our facilities.
Also important to note that radio was a very new genre at this time. Radio had only existed for about 15 years for most people, like
This is Captain Lansing
before this aired. So this was a very new medium.
Military operations in the vicinity of Grover's Mill. Situation arising from the reported presence of certain individuals of unidentified nature is now under complete control. The cylindrical object, which lies in a pit directly below our position, surrounded on all sides by 8 battalions of infantry, without heavy field pieces, but adequately armed with rifles and machine guns. All cause for alarm, if such cause ever existed, is now entirely unjustified. Things, whatever they are, do not even venture to poke their heads above the pit. I can see their hiding place plainly in the glare of the searchlights here. With all their reported resources, these creatures can scarcely stand up against heavy machine gun fire. Anyway, it's an interesting outing for the troops.
Interesting outing for the troops.
Their khaki uniforms, crossing back and forth in front of the lights. Looks almost like a real war. There appears to be some slight smoke in the woods bordering the Millstone River. Probably fire started by campers. Well, we ought to see some action soon. One of the companies is deploying on the left flank. A quick thrust and it'll all be over. Now, wait a minute. I see something on top of the cylinder. No, it's nothing but a shadow. Now the troops are on the edge of the Wilmot Farm. 7,000 armed men closing in on an old metal tube. A tub, rather. Well, wait, that wasn't a shadow. It's something moving. Solid metal, kind of a shield-like affair rising up out of the cylinder.
Yeah, there's a 2025 War of the Worlds that's an ad for Amazon, basically.
It's standing on legs, actually rearing up on a sort of metal framework. Now it's reaching above the trees and the searchlights are on it. Hold on.
Oh, oops, fuel. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a grave announcement to make. Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable assumption that those strange beings who landed in the Jersey farmlands tonight are the vanguard of an invading army from the planet Mars. The battle which took place tonight at Grover Mills has ended in one of the most startling defeats ever suffered by an army in modern times. 7,000 men armed with rifles and machine guns pitted against a single fighting machine of the invaders from Mars. 120 known survivors.
Where's gas?
The rest strewn over the battle area from Grover's Mill to Plainsboro, crushed and trampled to death under the metal feet of the monster, or burned to cinders by its heat ray. The monster is now in control of the middle section of New Jersey and has effectively cut the state through its center. Communication lines are down from Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm almost there. Shit, I wonder if I can
Railroad
make it.
tracks are torn and service from New York to Philadelphia discontinued, except routing some of the trains through Allerton and Phoenixville.
Can I make it?
South and west are clogged with frantic human traffic. Police and army reserves are unable to control the mad flight. By morning,
is that
the
good,
fugitives will
chat?
have swelled Philadelphia, Camden, and Trenton. It is estimated to twice their normal population. Martial law prevails throughout New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. At this time, we take you to Washington for a special broadcast on the national emergency. The Secretary of the Interior.
Citizens of the nation, I shall not try to conceal the gravity of the situation that confronts the country, nor the concern of your government in protecting the lives and property of its people. However, I wish to impress upon you, private citizens and public officials, all of you, the urgent need of calm and resourceful action. Fortunately, this formidable enemy is still confined to a comparatively small area, and we may place our faith in the military forces to keep them there.
All right, military's got it. No need to worry.
Placing our faith in God.
And God, of course.
We must continue the performance of our duties, each and every one of us, so that we may confront this destructive adversary with a nation united, courageous, and consecrated to the preservation of human supremacy on this earth.
All right.
I thank you.
You have just heard the Secretary of the Interior speaking from Washington. Bulletins too numerous to read are piling up in the studio here.
We're informed that the central portion of New Jersey is blacked out from radio communication due to the effect of the heat ray upon power lines and electrical equipment. Here's a special bulletin in New York. Cables have been received from English, French, and German scientific bodies offering assistance. Astronomers report continued gas outbursts at regular intervals on the planet Mars. The majority voiced the opinion that the enemy will be reinforced by additional rocket machines.
Okay, where else can I go?
There have been several attempts made to locate Professor Pearson of Princeton, who has observed Martians at close range. It is feared he was lost in the recent battle. Langham Field, Virginia. Scouting planes report 3 Martian machines visible above treetops, moving north toward Somerville with population fleeing ahead of them. The heat ray is not in use, although advancing at express train speed, invaders pick their way carefully. They seem to be making a conscious effort to avoid destruction of cities and countryside. However, they stop to uproot power lines, bridges, and railroad tracks. Their apparent objective is to crush resistance, paralyze communication, and disorganize human society. Here is a bulletin from Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Coon hunters have stumbled on a second cylinder similar to the first, embedded in the great swamp 20 miles south of Morristown. Army field pieces are proceeding from Newark to blow up the second invading unit before the cylinder can be opened and the fighting machine rigged. They are taking up a position in the foothills of Watchung Mountains. Another bulletin.
Yeah,
from
they meant
Langham Field,
raccoon.
Virginia.
That's what it used to be like back in the day.
3 in number, increasing speed northward, kicking over houses and trees in their evident haste to form a conjunction with their allies south of Morristown. Machines also sighted by telephone operator east of Middlesex within 10 miles of Plainfield. Here's a bulletin from Winstonfield, Long Island. A fleet of Army bombers carrying heavy explosive flying north in pursuit of enemy. Scouting planes act as guides.
All right.
They keep the speeding enemy in sight.
I am going to set a thing
Just
on
a
my
moment,
map to
please,
get
ladies
some
and gentlemen.
gas.
We've run special wires to the artillery line in adjacent villages to give you direct reports in the zone of the advancing enemy. First, we take you to the battery of the 22nd Field Artillery, located in the Watchung Mountains.
Range 32 meters. 32 meters. Direction 39 degrees. 39 degrees. Fire.
All right, that takes care of that.
40 yards to the right, sir. Shift range 31 meters. 31 meters. Direction 37 degrees. 37 degrees. Fire. Hit, sir. Got the tripod of one of them. Let's stop. The others are trying to repair it. Quick, get the range. Shift 30 meters. 30 meters. Projection 27 degrees. 27 degrees. Fire. Can't see the tail land, sir. Letting off a smoke. What is it? Black smoke, sir. Moving this way. Lying close to the ground. Moving fast. Put on gas masks. Get ready to fire. Shift to 24 meters. 24 meters. Projection 24 degrees. 24 degrees. Fire. Still can't see, sir. Smoke's coming nearer. Get the range. 30 meters. 23 meters. 23 meters. 22 degrees. 22 degrees.
It's fine.
Army bombing plane V-843 off Bayonne, New Jersey. Lieutenant Volt, commanding 8 bombers, reporting to Commander Fairfax, Langham Field. This is Volt reporting to Commander Fairfax, Langham Field. Enemy tripod machines now in sight. Reinforced by 3 machines.
Yeah, I'm off-roading it.
Sound cylinder. 6 altogether. 1 machine partially crippled. Believed hit by shell from Army gun in Watchung Mountains. Guns now appear silent. A heavy black fog hanging close to the earth of extreme density, nature unknown.
All right,
No sign
dense
of heat
fog
ray.
close to the earth, kids.
Enemy now turns east, crossing Passaic River into the Jersey marshes. Another straddles the Pulaski Skyway.
Evident objective is New York City. They're pushing down a high-tension power station.
Here?
Machines are close together now, and we're ready to attack. Planes circling, ready to strike. A 1,000 yards, and we'll be over the first. $800 yards.
Uh-huh.
600.
Excuse me, Mr. Fireman. Turn on your dang lights if you're going to drive like that.
400.
Sorry to hate on firemen. They're fine.
200.
Oh, is my... Oh, the...
There they go.
The little
Fire
dancing
raised.
pumpkins decided to take a nap.
Green flash. They're spraying us with flame.
Here, let me
2,000
fix them.
feet. Engines are giving out. No chance to release
There
bombs.
they go.
Only one thing left. Drop on them, plane and all.
Yeah, 1920. So this is a very...
We're diving on the
1920 is
first
when,
one.
like, radio started. It's a very, very early. There's
Now
very
the engine's
rare...
on. 8.
Oh, shit. It just cut off.
This is Bayonne, New Jersey, calling Langham Field. This is Bayonne, New Jersey, calling Langham Field. Come in, please.
This is Langham Field. Go ahead.
8 Army bombers in engagement with enemy tripod machines over Jersey Flats. Engines incapacitated by heat ray. All crashed. 1 enemy machine destroyed. Enemy now discharging
Fine.
heavy black smoke in direction of...
Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's
Newark,
why,
New
like,
Jersey.
some of the confusion that people had about this being fiction would make sense, because A, this had never been done before, like, in this medium. There had been some metatextual movies, but, like, in general, metatextual audio wasn't it wasn't something just being, you know, aired all the time.
Now spreading over Raymond Boulevard.
Also consider it 1938, World War II was happening, and Americans were very worried about an invasion from Germany.
Calling 8X3R. Come in, please. This is 8X3R coming back at 2X2L. How's reception? How's reception? K, please. Where are you, 8X3R? What's the matter? Where are you?
Yeah, God help me for sounding like this, but there's something to be said about the intimacy of radio and having it be in your home, and yeah.
New York City, the bells you hear are ringing to warn the people to evacuate the city as Martians approach. Estimated in the last 2 hours, 3 million people have moved out along the roads.
Oh no, I've definitely, I definitely heard about the contest, that killer radio contest, yeah.
Void bridges to Long Island, hopelessly jammed. All communication with Jersey Shore closed 10 minutes ago.
Oh no, okay, but imagine the cast of the Jersey Shore versus aliens. Just roll that around in your mind's eye, the situation versus the tripods.
Everything wiped out. This may be the last broadcast. We'll stay here to the end.
Game Quarter, thank you so much for the 14-month
People are
resub.
holding service here below us in the
Hell yeah.
cathedral. Now I look down the harbor, all manner of boats, overloaded with fleeing population, pulling out from docks. Streets are all
It just seems
jammed.
like another sad case
Noise and
of
crowds
people
like
killing each
New
other.
Year's Eve
Sure
in the
is.
city. Wait a minute. The enemy is now in sight above the Palisades. Five great machines. First one is crossing the river. I can see it from here, wading the Hudson like a man wading through a brook. A bulletin is handed me. Martian cylinders are falling all over the country. One outside of Buffalo, one in Chicago, St. Louis. Seem to be timed and spaced. Now the first machine reaches the shore.
It's fine. Again, our boys in the military are on it. So it's all right.
Head is even with the skyscrapers. He waits for the others. They rise like a line of new towers on the city's west side. Now they're lifting their metal hands. This is the end now. Smoke comes out, black smoke drifting over the city. People in the streets see it now. They're running toward the East River, thousands of them, dropping in like rats. Now the smoke's spreading faster. It's reached Times Square. People are trying to run away from it, but it's no use. They're falling like flies.
Ugh. It's okay. We're in Texas, so we should be okay.
Fifth Avenue. 100 yards away. It's 50 feet.
A lot of radio hosts are getting killed by these aliens, I gotta say.
Calling CQ. 2X2L calling CQ. 2X2L calling CQ, New York. Isn't anyone on the air?
Yeah, the aliens are going towards Bubba Gump Shrimp Company in Times Square. Oh shit, there's no one on the air.
Isn't anyone? 2X2L.
You are listening to a CBS presentation of Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the Air in an original dramatization of The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. The performance will continue after a brief intermission. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
So yeah, they did have announcements during it that it was fake.
H.G. Wells, starring Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the Air.
I set down these notes on paper. I'm obsessed by the thought that I may be the last living man on Earth. I've been hiding in this empty house near Grover's Mill, a small island of daylight cut off by the black smoke from the rest of the world. All that happened before the arrival of these monstrous creatures in the world now seems part of another life.
Orson Welles had such a cool brain to do this. This is so good.
Furtive existence of the lonely derelict who pencils these words on the back of some astronomical notes bearing the signature of Richard Pearson.
F for Fake is amazing. I love F for Fake.
Try to connect them with a professor who lives at Princeton and who, on the night of October 20th, glimpsed through his telescope an orange splash of light on a distant planet. My wife, my colleagues, my students, my books, my observatory, my world. Where are they? Did they ever exist? Am I Richard Pearson?
Are you?
What day is it? Do days exist without calendars? Does time pass when there are no human hands left to wind the clocks?
Also, it doesn't hurt that the writing in this is spectacular.
I tell myself I shall preserve human history between the dark covers of this little book that was meant to record the movements of the stars. But to write, I must live, and to live, I must eat. Find moldy bread in the kitchen and an orange not too spoiled to swallow. Keep watch at the window. Time to time, I catch sight of a Martian above the black smoke. Smoke still holds the house in its black coil, but at length there's a hissing sound, and suddenly I see a Martian mounted on his machine.
I do not have a copy of Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds.
As if to dissipate the smoke. I watch in a corner as his huge metal legs nearly brush against the house.
Okay.
Exhausted
Got
by
metal
terror, I
legs
fall
just
asleep.
jumping by us.
Morning. Sun streams in the window. Black cloud of gas is lifted, and the scorched meadows to the north look as though a black snowstorm had passed over. I venture from the house. I make my way to a road, no traffic. Here and there, a wrecked car, baggage overturned, a blackened skeleton. Push on north. For some reason, I feel safer trailing these monsters than running away from them. And I keep a careful watch. I've seen the Martians feed.
It's fine.
Should one of their machines appear over the top of trees, I'm ready to fling myself flat on the earth. Come to a chestnut tree. October. Chestnuts are ripe. Fill my pockets. Just keep alive. 2 days I wander in a vague northerly direction through a desolate world. Finally, I notice a living creature. A small red squirrel in a beech tree. I stare at him and wonder. He stares back at me. I believe at that moment the animal and I shared the same emotion. The joy of finding another living being. Push on north. I find dead cows in a brackish field, and beyond the charred ruins of a dairy, the silo remains standing guard over the wasteland like a lighthouse. Deserted by the sea. Astride the silo perches a weathercock. The arrow points north.
Yeah, squirrel's like, I don't give a fuck. Squirrel's like, aliens?
Next day, I
Okay.
come to a city. City vaguely familiar in its contours, yet its buildings strangely dwarfed and leveled off as if a giant had sliced off its highest towers with a capricious sweep of his hand. Reached the outskirts. I found Newark. Newark, undemolished but humbled by some whim of the advancing Martians. Presently, with an odd feeling of being watched, I caught sight of something crouching in a doorway. I made a step towards it. It rose up and became a man.
A man?
A man armed with a large knife.
Stop! Where do you come from?
I come from many places. A long time ago, from Princeton.
Princeton, huh? That's near Grover's Mill.
Yes.
Grover's Mill. There's no food here. This is my country. All this end of town down the river. There's only food for one. Which way are you going?
I don't know. I guess I'm looking for people.
Hey, what was that? Did you hear something just then?
No.
It's fine.
A bird. A live bird.
Yeah. You get to know that birds have shadows these days. Say, we're in the open here. Let's crawl in this doorway here and talk.
Have you seen any Martians?
Ah. They're going over to New York. Night, the sky's alive with their lights, just as if people were still living in it. By daylight, you can't see them. 5 days ago, a couple of them carried something big across the flats from the airport. I think they're learning how to fly.
Fly?
Yeah, fly.
Then it's all
This
over with
really could
humanity.
use advertisements for Amazon in it.
Stranger, there's still you and I. 2 of us left.
They got themselves in solid. They wrecked the greatest country in the world. Those green stars, they're probably falling somewhere every night. They've only lost one machine. There isn't anything to do. We're done.
It's fine.
We're licked.
Where were you? You're in a uniform.
Yeah, what's left of it. I was in the militia. National Guard. That's good. There wasn't any war. Any more than there's war between men and ants.
Yes, but we're eatable ants. I found that out. What'll they do to us?
I thought it all out. Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. A Martian only has to go a few miles to get a crowd on the run. But they won't keep on doing that. They'll begin catching us systematic, like keeping the best and storing us in cages and things. They haven't begun on us yet.
Not begun?
Not begun. All that's happened so far is because we don't have sense enough to keep quiet. Bothering them with guns and such stuff and losing our heads and rushing off in crowds. Now, instead of our rushing around blind, we got to fix ourselves up according to the way things are now. Cities, nations, civilization, progress.
Yes, but if that's so, what is there to live for?
Well, there won't be any more concerts for 1,000,000 years or so, and no nice little dinners at restaurants. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up.
What is there left?
Life, that's what. I want to live. Yeah, and so do you. We're not going to be exterminated. And I don't mean to be caught either. Tamed and fattened and bred like an ox.
What are you going to do?
I'm going on. Right under their feet. I got a plan. We men as men.
Sorry, I'm just listening. I kind of love this.
We got to learn plenty before we got a chance. We've got to live and keep free while we learn, see?
Yeah, Orson Welles is looking mighty breedable by the Martians.
Some of the rest.
Well, it isn't all of us that are made for wild beasts. That's what it got to. That's what it got to be.
Breedable Orson Welles.
Watch you. All those little office workers that used to live in these houses, they be no good. They haven't any stuff in them. They used to run off to work. I've seen hundreds of them running to catch their commuter's train in the morning, afraid they'd get canned if they didn't.
Yeah, I deserve jail for that.
Afraid they wouldn't be in time for dinner. Lives insured and a little invested in case of accidents. Yeah, and on Sundays, worried about the hereafter. The Martians, they'll be a godsend for those guys. Nice, roomy cages, good food, careful breeding, no worries. Yeah, after a week or so of chasing around the fields on empty stomachs, they'll come and be glad to be caught.
You've thought it all out, haven't you?
Sure, you bet I have. That isn't all. These Martians are going to make pets of some. Train them to do tricks. Who knows, get sentimental over the pet boy who grew up and had to be killed. Yeah, some maybe. They'll train to hunt us.
Oh, no, it's impossible.
Yes, they will. There's men who do it gladly. Me, by...
I don't know if it was made in response to America brushing off Nazi influence, but
you
it very
and I
much
and others like us.
Does play into the fears that a lot of Americans had about a Nazi invasion.
We live underground. I've been thinking about the sewers. Under New York, there are miles and miles of them. The main ones, they're big enough for anybody. Then there's cellars, vaults, underground storerooms, railway tunnels, subways. Beginning to see, huh? We got a bunch of strong men together. No weaklings. That rubbish.
Strong men, no weaknesses. Got it.
Meant me to go.
All right. Give you a chance, didn't you?
Look, we're in
Don't quarrel about
Roswell.
that. Go on.
Well, we got to make safe places for us.
Look at this little Roswell.
Get all the books we can.
Look at this.
Science
Look at these little aliens.
That's where men like you come in, see? We raid the museums. We'll even spy on the Martians. May not be so much we have to learn before... Listen. Just imagine this. 4 or 5 of their own fighting machines suddenly start off. Heat rays right and left. Not a Martian in them. Not a Martian in them, see? But men. Men who've learned the way how. May even be in our time. Gee. Imagine having one of them lovely things with a heat ray wide and free. We'd turn it on Martians. We'd turn it on men. We'd bring everybody down on their knees.
Yo, this guy's evil.
You, me, few more of us. We'd own the world.
I see.
Hey. Hey, what's the matter? Where are you going?
Not to your world.
It just
Bye,
seems like
stranger.
another sad case of people killing each other.
Sorry, I like that Orson Welles is like, okay, goodbye.
At last, the Holland Tunnel.
He's like, I'm not dealing with you.
Anxious to know the fate of the great city on the other side of the Hudson. Cautiously, I came out of the tunnel and made my way up Canal Street.
All right.
Reached 14th Street, and there again were...
Where else can I go?
Black powder and several bodies and an evil, ominous smell from the gratings of the cellars of some of the houses. I wandered up through the 30s and 40s.
Okay, let's go back to Austin.
Stood alone on Times Square. Caught sight of a lean dog running down 7th Avenue with a piece of dark brown meat in his jaws and a pack of starving mongrels at his heels. Made a wide circle around me as though he feared I might prove a fresh competitor. Walked up Broadway in the direction of that strange powder.
Ice Cube, just know that Ice Cube is taking off his glasses as we speak.
Past the Capitol Theater. Silent. Dark. Past a shooting gallery where a row of empty guns faced an arrested line of wooden ducks. Near Columbus Circle, I noticed models of 1939 motor cars in the showrooms facing empty streets. Over the top of the General Motors building, I watched a flock of black birds circling in the sky. Hurried on.
Where is it?
Suddenly, I caught sight of the hood of a Martian machine, standing somewhere in Central Park, gleaming in the late afternoon sun. An insane idea. I rushed recklessly across Columbus Circle and into the park. I climbed a small hill above the pond at 60th Street, and from there I could see, standing in a silent row along the mall, 19 of those great metal titans, their cowls empty, their steel arms hanging listlessly by their sides. I looked in vain for the monsters that inhabit those machines. Suddenly, my eyes were attracted to the immense flock of black birds that hovered directly below me. They circled to the ground. And there before my eyes, stark and silent, lay the Martians with the hungry birds pecking and tearing brown shreds of flesh from their dead bodies.
Ugh.
Later, when their bodies were examined in laboratories, it was found that they were killed by the putrefactive and disease bacteria against which their systems were unprepared. Slain, after all, man's defenses had failed by the humblest thing that God, His wisdom, has put upon this earth. Before the cylinder fell, there was a general persuasion that through all the deep of space, no life existed beyond the petty surface of our minute sphere. Now we see further. Dim and wonderful is the vision I've conjured up in my mind of life spreading slowly from this little seedbed of the solar system throughout the inanimate vastnesses of sidereal space. But a remote dream, maybe that the destruction of the Martians is only a reprieve to them and not to us. Is the future ordained, perhaps? Strange it now seems to sit in my peaceful study at Princeton, writing down this last chapter of the record, begun at a deserted farm in Grover's Mill. Strange to watch children playing in the streets. Strange to see young people strolling on the green where the new spring grass heals the last black scars of a bruised earth. Strange to watch the sightseers enter the museum where the dissembled parts of a Martian machine are kept on public view. Strange when I recall the time when I first saw it. Bright and clean-cut, hard, and silent under the dawn of that last great day.
I like how the first half of this is found footage, and the second half is just Orson Welles going on a tangent and just being all flowery and shit.
This is Orson Welles, ladies and gentlemen. Out of character, to assure you that the War of the Worlds has no further significance than as the holiday offering it was intended to be. The Mercury Theater's own radio version of dressing up in a sheet and jumping out of a bush and saying boo. Starting now, we couldn't soap all your windows and steal all your garden gates by tomorrow night, so we did the best next thing. We annihilated the world before your very ears and utterly destroyed the CBS. You will be relieved, I hope, to learn that we didn't mean it, and that both institutions are still open for business. So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight. That grinning, glowing, globular invader of your living room is an inhabitant of the pumpkin patch, and if your doorbell rings and nobody's there, that was no Martian, it's Halloween.
Tonight, the Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated
I'm sorry,
stations
just
coast
something
to
like,
coast
yeah, it's
has brought
fake.
you the
It's
War of the
totally
World
fake.
by
Yeah,
H.G.
we just wanted to scare you. Sorry. We faked it all. Don't worry about it.
Featuring Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the
It's so
Next week, we
good,
present
right?
a dramatization of three famous
Like,
short
it
stories.
holds up amazingly
This is the
well.
Columbia
It's
Broadcasting
really,
System.
really good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the 1938 Halloween presentation of War of the Worlds by Mercury Theater and Orson Welles, and a bunch of other stuff. I wanted to play that one in particular because I've been wanting to play it for a for a stream for like a few years, and I just wanted to show it off because I think it's really good, and I think a lot of people hadn't heard it, so I was like, no, y'all need to listen to this. I swear it's good, and it is. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, listening, letting me just kind of go off the rails and do a bunch of Halloween stuff for fun. You know, maybe. I do like that the second half of War of the Worlds was just him being like, I'm just gonna do some flowery language stuff right here, and then I'm gonna meet a psycho and tell him like to fuck off. Yeah. No problem. I'm glad to do that. Thank you all, everyone who followed and subbed. Thank you to everyone who supported. Such good stuff. Tomorrow I'm streaming with Danny on Retro Pals, so let me just drop that link in the chat. Thank you all so very much, everyone, for showing up, for listening, all that good stuff. Oh, did I do that right? No, I did it wrong. Okay, I know how to do things. Yeah, there we go. I'm streaming tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central with Danny, and yeah. Next week, I'm gonna do either myhouse.wad or Halloween-themed adventure games. So get prepared for that. And yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Let me find someone to raid. I almost forgot to raid. I got to raid. Oh, that's easy. I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna raid Nervous, who's streaming Silent Hill Tuesday. All right. I'm sorry. I just really like that it ended with Orson Welles being like, yeah, it's fake. Bye. All right, folks. Thank you all so very much for watching, for tuning in, for supporting all that good stuff. See you tomorrow with Danny on Retro Pals. And yeah, have a spooky good day. Bye-bye.